supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. Gelway. I'm sorry, how do I say your name?
Gelway.
Gelway, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm not. I was just tapping your screen.
No. Oh, there we go. Okay, no worries, friend. I will drop you down.
All right, thank you.
All right. Let's see here. I think that's everybody that might be a friendly. I think we're good. I think we're good. We're clear. I think everyone else should be a Trump supporter. Christopher, are you a Trump supporter?
I guess over. I'm sorry, I tapped a mistake.
Okay, no worries. Thank you. Guys, tap the screen. Let's go ahead and knock out the daily gift goal. This is a little pink heart puffs. It will help push us out to the FYP and also protect the live. Retired, are you a Trump supporter?
I love you, bro.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only talking to Trump supporters. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Washington, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I voted for Trump.
Awesome. Perfect. All right. Give me 1 second here.
I just had like a few questions to ask you.
Hey, can you keep talking for me? Like, I don't know if it's me. Like, you sound low, but everyone is kind of sound low for me.
I could tell it's probably these headphones.
No, I think it's no. It was me. Can you say something else?
How's that? I took the headphones off.
No. It was me. Oh wait, they're saying it's very low. Can you do me a favor, Washington, real quick?
It was probably my headphones.
Can you just count to 10 for the chat for me, please?
Yeah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Well, that's counting down, but
well, you're good. You're good. That's enough. Guys, can you guys hear him okay now? Okay, he sounds normal now. All right, perfect. All right, let's go, guys. Keep tapping the screen, share the live out. Let's go ahead and get this thing going. Let's get the likes up to 50,000 likes. Let's also get the shares up to 100 shares. Washington, do you know who I am?
Not really. I've seen like your face on here before. That's about it. Like just scrolling through the thing. The algorithms like suggested you before, I guess.
Okay. Listen,
more than that.
Your algorithm knows a good live. But listen, let me give you a proper introduction as far as.
Oh, you know what? I saw you on the Parker live. He was letting you up there.
Yeah. You saw me on the Parker live. Shout out to Parker. That's my brother. Let me go ahead and give you a quick introduction to who I am, though. Let me give you and everyone a proper introduction to who I am and what this is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. If you are a friendly, please do not request up. We are not talking to friendlies. This is Sparring with Santana. If you're a friendly, do me a favor and tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 100,000 likes. I'm also going to keep resetting the daily gift goal. I'm going to keep resetting it to these 1 cent goals. This will help us actually get push out to the FYP. So if we could keep tapping the screen, knock out these daily gift goals, do all the wonderful things. So hey, Washington, I got a question for you, my friend.
What's up?
Who's Trump's daddy?
No, yeah, we were super critical of that the rollout. Like it's like such a different dichotomy of the meetings. It's like BB brings his dirty laundry. They roll out the red carpet for him. He's pulling out his seat. And then when Zelensky comes, he's like getting physical with him and putting his finger in his face and calling him stupid. It's like, why can't he treat them both like how he treated Zelensky? Is like, I mean, that's what I wanted to ask you. Is like, I assumed you were like on the Parker Live. You probably were against what happened with Zelensky yesterday, but I would like to see that attitude and energy shown towards these Israeli supremacist people and the advocates.
Wait, so you think what happened yesterday was a good thing?
Yeah, I think that was awesome, and I want him to do that to Bibi. Yeah, would you? Let's say it was Netanyahu, and he shoved his finger in his face, and he said, "You're not getting any more money. You're not listening. You don't want peace." That'd be the coolest thing ever.
No,
right?
No,
and
no,
you
no.
would say no if he did that to Bibi, shoved his finger in his face. You said you don't listen. You don't respect us.
Absolutely not.
Oh, we just disagree then.
Listen, we do, and that's because thank you for the cap. That's because of the reverence that I have for the office of the presidency. It's not about Trump, right? It's not about Trump. It's genuinely not.
Your audience disagrees.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but like my audience, sorry, they don't really speak for me. But with that being said, like the whole thing is, as the president of the United States, you have to have like this is the problem that I've had with
what's the diplomacy argument?
Well, not even just that, right?
I agree.
Not just that.
Certain sense.
Not just that. Like you have to. You're held to a higher standard. If you're going to be the president of the United States of America, you have to be held to a certain standard. And I think that like they've just allowed Donald Trump to supersede those standards that we've always had for any other president. I don't get it.
Yeah, but in another name, the White House becomes such a mockery that like.
But who made it a mockery?
Corporatism, selling out to foreign nations, foreign interests.
You're not wrong.
Stuff like that. Wrong. So it is already such a it is such a mockery in itself that I don't have an issue with it because it already is.
The thing is, right?
Of a mockery.
Donald Trump actually perpetuated all of that, right? Hold on one second. Ali, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to drop you down. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. This is not late nights. We are not talking to friendlies. We are only talking to Trump supporters. Also, guys, I am live on YouTube and Twitch right now. What up, YouTube? What up, Twitch? So only request up if you are a Trump supporter. The thing is, right, is that Donald Trump and his administration has made it okay to actually be like outwardly hateful in multiple ways. You have a head of state and he should be treated with reverence, right? Because Donald Trump is the president. But even more than that, Zelensky is a wartime president. He's a wartime president. He's trying to save his country. He's trying to protect his people. And I mean, like he's like his country was invaded by Russia. Whether you feel like
you're still pushing, like, do you really think that like the Ukrainian people, like they're the 65-year-old men are what they've gone down to on the draft board? There's people with mental deficiencies that are being taken away in vans. Like these videos are terrible.
I would love to know where you're getting like that actual information from.
That the draft has been expanded to 65?
Yeah, no, you
can just look at the draft has been expanded in Ukraine all the way up to the age 6. Who do you think is fighting this war?
No, I mean, like, I have not heard that one. Hold on one second.
It might be 60, but it could be 70 too. But it's been expanded. They haven't expanded the draft, says the chat.
Let's see.
I mean, I saw a picture on Twitter the other day. It was just like these guys' phones, and it was just like they were Googling, like, when will Trump stop the war?
Hey, no, listen, my friend, that's misinformation. So just a quick Google check, and you're able to find that information. No, so I do see that it's actually, propaganda as far as the actual age being like 65 or whatever. Somebody even changed it on Wikipedia.
What is it, 60?
No, the eligibility age for men is from 27 to, it went from 27 to 25.
So they limit under the war, under massive casualties, they lowered the draft age?
Lowered is draft eligible age for men from 27
No,
to
not
25.
eligibility. I'm talking about when is the like when they raised the limit, right? I'm not talking about like you're going on the young end. They lowered it from 25 to 22 to expand the draft pool. But I'm talking about they also expanded on the top end as well, from like whatever it was to like either 55 or 65 or whatever it was.
Hold on. Let's see.
So like that does kind of line up with what I'm saying. But on the upper end, it also was expanded.
I am not finding that. I would love to. It's an interesting concept, and I know it's nitpicking. I had not heard that one, and I would really love to actually be able to fact check that.
I mean, to me, I just think it's like a feckless battle that, like, I don't think Ukraine could win without American intervention. Do you?
Well, not yes and no. Yes, in the sense of like not actually having to have any troops on the ground. I think they can win with American support without troops on the ground.
Just through like, but we don't even have like the manufacturing to fight. Like if you look at like the Russia manufacturing versus American manufacturing when it comes to this stuff, they out I guess armaments would be a good word to say on here. You can't say a lot of the terms for weaponry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
So
I'm gonna leave that one.
They can manufacture armaments a lot faster. Iran can manufacture drones much quicker than America ever could.
Yeah,
along
but
with China.
like, see, the issue is more so the fact that not the issue, but the thing is that Russia has really put themselves in a tough position in the sense that they've depleted their military, they've depleted their weaponry, they've ostracized themselves from the rest of the world. Like they're dealing with inflation. They're dealing with just so many other factors where their back's against the wall, and it doesn't. It genuinely isn't going to take like a massive push. I mean, they've had to try to actually get troops from North Korea to actually help support them in the war because they don't have enough, right? So that's the thing, and it's not even about saying, oh, you know, unless someone else gets involved, like another quote unquote world power, like let's say China decides to actually back Russia and start to do more, then yeah, like I could see them take a jump or whatever, but like not with them trying to sustain what they're doing right now.
Well, yeah, right now it seems just kind of like a stalemate, like they call it the meat grinder, right?
It's
where
not,
it doesn't
though.
seem like
you do understand that Ukraine has pushed into Russia and taken Russian land.
what, like nothing major territories, like.
But they've still taken Russian land.
I think the Donbass region is being. I haven't been following this stuff too much because I'm just more into the Israel conflict.
Well, yeah, and see, listen. So
in general, right?
My whole thing is that at the end of the day, like there needs to be a level of understanding, a level of respect, a level of reverence for any of our allies, right? And that's what I have the problem with. I have a problem with Donald Trump not, like, again, my whole thing is if you're going to do this behind closed doors, cool, right? Cool. But I'm a big believer in, like, you put on a public face, right? Not just politically, but business wise, personal wise. Like I gave the example yesterday, you know, if there was a situation where my wife and I were fighting in the car or arguing or whatever, as soon as we get, and we're heading to like a family event, as soon as we get out, like everything's good and ha ha ha, whatever. And then we can finish our disagreement when we get home, but we're not going to do it in public. You don't do those types of things in public. And just the actual interaction in public, like you can portray strength without like portraying ignorance or, you know, outwardly hatred. And the whole thing was
how ignorant. They did it. It was interesting. I don't know what the play was. Like, I don't know if it was to distract from the awful rollout of the Epstein files. No one's talking about that anymore. But I don't know. It was obviously, I don't know if it was choreographed, but I think.
Yeah,
I knew what they were getting into.
I kind of. You got to give me a second though, Washington, because I want to keep this conversation going with you. But you got to give me just a moment, okay? William,
what's up, brother?
Why'd you run earlier?
Man, I had something to do. I wouldn't been able to mute out probably in a timely way. So
William,
I'm not running, man.
William,
absolutely.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Oh man, no.
Stop fucking lying.
William, you took off when listen. after you said that our military budget was $900 trillion,
Right.
you booked it.
Okay. Okay.
Did you want to pick up where we were earlier, William, or are you trying to get into some different smoke?
Well, we can go back to where we were too, but there are some nuances that I don't think people are realizing about.
Hold on, let me say this. Hold on, let me say this for the chat real quick. Yes, guys, chat can't. William came up earlier, and he made the claim that we had sent $350 billion to Ukraine. I was in the middle of debunking that, and I was asking him about the military budget, and I said, "Hey, do you know how much we spend on our military budget yearly?" And William said, again, yearly. William said, this is William. Again, William said yearly on our military budget. William said that yearly on our military budget, we spend $900 trillion. What the T? What the
Might
T?
be a little high there.
What the T?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, William, go ahead and tell me these nuances.
Well, I think that all along that Obama and Biden were nation building with Ukraine. One of the things that I noticed particularly is his uniform always has this trident on it, but that flag is just some blue flag and some yellow flag taped together. Sewn together. His uniform absolutely was a statement and is a statement. Him not wearing a suit, which means I would say subconsciously means maybe you're neutral and you're ready to do business, where this military uniform with this trident on it, who we don't know who the origin of it or what it stands for.
So your focus, William, is his
bought
clothes.
And paid for, and he will be
William,
somebody else.
William, your focus is his clothes.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Did you hear what he said to the reporter that asked the ridiculous question about why he's not wearing a suit?
Do you think gangbangers dress a certain way?
William, did you hear what his answer was when the reporter asked about him not wearing a suit?
Yes, and it was stupid.
What did he say?
He said maybe one day he'll put a suit on, and after the war is over, and
exactly go into it. Say exactly what he said.
That's not verbatim, but that's
I got you. No worries. Hold tight. So what he said, and this is for the chat and also for William. What he said is that maybe when the war is over, he'll put on a costume. He said that he's not focused on that. He has more important things to worry about. Literally, that's what he said. He said he had more important things to worry about than wearing a suit.
He's in no battles, but I'll tell you this, a couple other things.
He's a wartime president. What are you talking about? He's in no battles.
How he stopped the elections. How basically he's ended a lot of Christian
William. No, you're
These
lying. Wait, no, you're lying.
Yeah.
You're lying. No. One, you're lying. He's yes, that was a Russian Connect Orthodox Church. No, it's a Russian. The church had. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pull it up. No. Stop for a second. I'm gonna pull it up because I've already went through this, and because again,
you realize
just like no. Hold on a second, Washington. Hold on a second, because you remember how earlier you told me like, oh, the age, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Let me look it up. I had someone else come on the panel and say the same thing about shutting down the church, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Let me look it up. I actually look up the information. So again, I'll pull it up here. Give me 1 second.
No, I know the arguments is that they claim that it has ties to Russia, but so do a lot of the people in Ukraine. They have ties to Russia. That's what a lot of this.
Yeah, but it's not just about the actual. It's not about the actual people or whatever. It's about the entire system of the church. It's these Orthodox Christian churches that are located in Ukraine. They are directly connected with the Russian Orthodox churches.
Yeah.
And so that
churches work. Do you realize Catholic churches in America are directly connected to the Vatican?
Absolutely. But
that's just how Christianity works.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But the places that these people are connected to, they're at war with them. That doesn't make sense.
Christianity is like, it's not location based.
It's not.
like
It's not.
religion.
It's absolutely not. But when you
So
tell
you
me
can't
that
say
these
that.
two, yes, you can. Yes, you can. These two churches are directly connected, and they are rooted in Russia. They're
Okay,
rooted
so let
in
me ask you
Russia.
this. Would it be fair in the Israeli Palestine conflict?
I don't want to talk
say-
about that. For some
Oh,
reason, you
com-
keep
no
wanting to go back
compa-
to Israel and Palestine, and I've peeped that a couple of times. I don't want to talk about Israel and Palestine.
You don't care about Palestine?
No, I said I don't want to talk about Israel and Palestine. I've heard you say that multiple times, and it seems like you
Yeah,
want
because
to
you
go
have a
back
picture
there.
of Bibi Netanyahu on your back.
Yeah, no.
What is that?
It's not about that, right? It's not about that. It's about, for some reason, hold on. Hold on 1 second. For some reason, you are hyper fixated and hyper focused on that. So I'm not going to let you go there. I don't want to talk about it.
It's not a hyper fixation.
No. It really is. You've
to-
said it multiple times over and over and over.
It's your topic.
No.
Your topic is Bibi
My
Netanyahu.
topic-
You have a
my
picture of
topic
Bibi. Are
is-
you
my
hyper-focused when
topic
you have a
is
picture of Bibi? This is a weird
Washington.
argument.
Hold on 1 second. Let me talk to you for a second. Listen, friend. My topic is Donald Trump and his split allegiances to multiple people. And yes, Bibi Netanyahu is one of those people that he has allegiance to. But for you, I've heard you say this a couple of times. Also, fun fact, I have people that actually, check things out in the background, and they've already, kind of clocked what you're about as well. So with that
What
being
am I
said,
about?
with that being said,
What am I about? America first?
with that being said, I have no interest in talking about Gaza, Palestine, Israel.
Shut
Now,
it
if you
down.
want to talk
Yeah.
about Bibi Netanyahu and Donald Trump specifically,
Okay,
we
we
might
can
be able to
talk
get
about-
into a little bit, but we're
Okay.
not even there right now. We're talking about Russia, Ukraine.
Just to be clear, on this platform, we can talk about Christian churches getting shut down in Russia, but the
No,
second we
just-
bring up
just to be
Israel
clear-
or Palestine,
just to be clear,
shut
on
down,
this
kicked
plat-
immediately. Is
just-
that how it works?
Just to be clear, on this platform, it's my platform, and we can talk about whatever I want
That's
to
why
talk
I'm
about when I
clarifying.
want to talk
That's why
about
we're
it.
clear. That's why
Yeah.
I'm clarifying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whenever we talk about whatever I want to talk about when I want to talk about it. That's it.
Nice.
It's kind of
Yes.
a Russian platform.
No, it's not Russian. It's a
It's
dictatorship.
this is like it's on brand with the DNC and with
I hear you.
the State Department.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Deny and defer from any and all war crimes that Israel
Mhm.
commits and focus on Russia
Again,
and make them the bad
There we go.
man.
There we go. You're being weird. I
Make
knew you wanted to go
Palestinians and
to be.
Muslims the victim.
Listen,
protect
this
Jews
is
and go after
this. There it is. There it is. Again, I have no interest in hearing you get weird about a certain subject. If you would have came
What's
up here.
weird? Oh, this
If
is
you
always
would've came
the
up
argument
here-
with you guys.
again,
It's really
Washington,
weird. That's
Washington.
a nice argument. It's really
Washington.
weird. Nice
So,
argument.
like I was saying, if you would have come up here and we actually would have just got into the conversation or whatever, like, okay, cool. But you've been hyper fixated on wanting to actually talk about Israel. And I don't know, that's interesting, but we were already going down a train of thought. So
we were discussing the victimization of the Russian church by the state of Ukraine, and I compared it to what if
and I said,
someone
yeah,
like
let's not go
Iran
towards
or Saudi
Israel.
Arabia
You started to talk about
started
Palestine and
victimizing
Israel.
Jewish
No,
people. I didn't. I said Jewish.
you
people.
absolutely.
I'm talking about
okay,
Judaism.
That's fine.
Well, we were
That's
talking
fine.
about Israel.
Listen,
because
okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you an opportunity
attacking
to actually
Christians in
move on.
Ukraine is okay.
I'm gonna actually let you
according to
move on to the
Is it
actual.
okay to attack Jews in Saudi Arabia or Iran. By your logic, it would be.
Okay.
I don't
This is
agree
what we're
with
gonna
that. Oh, blocked, faggot. Yeah.
And there's the crash out. There's the crash out. There's the crash out. And he slurred. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I didn't want to go down the weird path with him. I knew it. I knew it. Like he was already clocked before he even started talking. That's why I didn't want to do it. Anyway, you guys, tap the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things to protect the live and to actually help boost the live. Let's go ahead and get the likes up. Let's get the likes up to 125,000 likes. Also, guys, W's in the chat for D-Spec. D sent a $2 donation saying, ask Will why Elon won't wear a suit and brings kids. We'll get into that. We could definitely get into that. W's in the chat for D. W's in the chat for Dory. W's in the chat for Corey. Corey sent a $2 donation from the DNC. Appreciate you, DNC, guys. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoyed the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Also, over on YouTube, guys, YouTube, we have Super Chat. We have Super Chat. So if you would like to actually donate on YouTube, you can send a Super Chat and I will read out your message. Also, I just set up membership on YouTube as well. So you can become a subscriber on YouTube. If you're over on YouTube, you get access to really cool emotes. There's a bunch of benefits, direct message as far as the like the Super Chat call out. There, hey, W's in the chat for Randall. Randall sent a $10 Super Chat saying Santana late night. Let's get them. Let's get the likes up here on YouTube so we can grow Santana over on YouTube. Look, Randall, you are freaking awesome. W's in the chat for Randall for that. But guys, also you get access to the Discord if you become a member over on YouTube as well. So boom, there's that. Guys, get in the box if you are a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana 101 debates with Trump supporters. We are talking to Trump supporters. We have William up here now, and we will continue to move forward. William. Hey, thank you for the jellyfish. What up, Zeppo? William. So you overall, you think that what happened yesterday was a good thing?
I think it was a clarification point.
What do you mean?
Of where exactly Ukraine feels we stand with them.
And we're thank you for the mic, Harry. Where do we stand with them?
I think this administration isn't his favorite. I think, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris did a lot of things for them. Kamala did a lot of things for him. And sometimes favors do garner loyalty. But sometimes we don't know who the mother of loyalty is. And
okay, I hear you.
And I think that's what we're seeing right now.
I hear you. Real quick, W's in the chat for Randall again, who just became our first member over on YouTube. Let's go. Actually, Randall, you just earned one of these. W's in the chat for Randall. I appreciate you, Randall. W's in the chat for Randall. Yeah, listen. So I hear you. I hear you. You're saying that they didn't necessarily. He doesn't like the Trump administration, or he preferred the Biden-Harris administration because they were, more favorable to him. But you ever think that, like, not only is the Biden-Harris administration, not only have they been more favorable overall, but like other administrations. I mean, Barack Obama was very friendly, but other administrations all. Did you see how they rolled out the red carpet for Zelensky today when he went to go meet with the British Prime Minister?
Not particularly.
Of course you didn't. Because most Americans can only see what's right in front of them, and they don't care about like everything else that's happening past just them. Right. So not only did the British PM roll out the red carpet, they said that he is appreciated. He is welcome. They will support him. Listen, everyone else understands what's happening with Zelensky, except for people that support Donald Trump. For some reason, you guys are the weird ones that think that we should be supporting a dictatorship instead of the actual country where they were invaded and they're fighting them back.
Well, I think the difference is, America with 183 billion that has been given and spent versus the UK, who gave him what?
How much?
Like I said, it's kind of like
how much has all of Europe?
$1,000.
How much has all of Europe?
Give it back to you at income tax time, and if he calls and say, "Hey, man, I'm finna pull up," what are you expecting? You're expecting your money.
Yeah, I hear you.
You're expecting some sort of payment.
I hear
your cousin you hadn't seen.
Hey, listen, hold on one second, William. Hold on one second, William.
Yeah.
You remember you used that that actual you used that premise earlier, right?
Yeah.
And you remember what happened the last time you used it, right?
What happened?
I really kind of dismantled that entire argument. So I'm going to do the same thing. So you called out the UK specifically. Cool.
Yeah. How much did they give?
Hold on one second. You called out the UK specifically. let's talk about Europe. Let's talk about Europe, right? All of Europe, right? How much has all of Europe given compared to the United States?
I don't know.
Cool. So the United States has given about 42.7% in governmental support to Ukraine. Other countries gave 7.8%. Europe, from January 2022 to December 2024, has given 49.5% of all funds to Europe. I'm sorry, to Ukraine.
I think we'd understand it better in dollars. Like 183 billion. If America gave 183 billion, how many billions or lack of billions did Europe give?
Yeah, so again, as of December, it looks like here, we spent aid. Let me find the exact number. Give me a second. Let me get the exact number. K, are you a Trump supporter? K, you're a teacup. If you cannot see me, I can't hear you. If you cannot see me, I cannot hear you. I need you to come back into the app. There we go. K, are you a Trump supporter? Hello, K? Okay, I'm gonna drop you down. It looks like they haven't given the exact number, but it looks like they're saying from calculated between January to the end of 2024 as a whole. Wait, they have it broken down in portions. Give me a second. There's 138.7, and then there's, because they have it actually broken down by countries. 138.7, and then
that's some weird accounting.
No, says here, okay, this is what they have broken down. The calculation between January 24th, 2022, and by the end of by the end of 2024, Europe as a whole has spent 38.7 billion on Ukraine. At the same period, the United States spent 19.7 billion, according to the figures. So that's where it's actually broken down. So for the same time period, figure over figure, Europe sent 138.7 and the United States sent 119.7.
So where's the 183 come in?
That's as of January 2022 to December 2024. So they don't have the figures updated for this year so far and what else has been appropriated. But I do know that that Europe actually just passed an additional bill to give them another $50 billion, which is like 45 billion euro. So again, with that being said, like the whole thing is, you keep saying let you in the box. The whole thing is Europe has more than been doing their part as well to support Ukraine. So, and it's actually insane the way that people are trying to break this down. I'm the dude. Are you? Oh, hold on. I'm the dude, man.
I'm the dude, man. No,
dude.
Santana,
Are you a Trump supporter?
No, I want to see if I could do a quick panel with you on William.
Oh, no, thank you, guys. This is Sparring with Santana 101 debates with Trump supporters. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are not talking to friendlies. We are not talking to friendlies. We are only talking to Trump supporters, guys. Debbie's in the chat for Linda. Linda sent a $10 donation saying, Santana, you are my favorite. Love your energy. Thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate you for that $10 donation. You are absolutely far too kind. William, so I guess getting back to the crux of the matter, right? Because you're talking about the actual funds that were appropriated, and I hear you, right? Everyone has some type of gripe. But at the end of the day, the United States backing Ukraine to help beat back Russia is an overall beneficial thing. And I guess I'm trying to understand how is it that you think it's okay for Donald Trump to host another head of state in the Oval Office and then immediately do a 2v1 with him and JD attacking a wartime president? How is that okay?
Oh, I didn't say it was okay, but maybe it was necessary.
What was necessary about it?
What, you and I are both not YT people. One thing I do know, Donald Trump was raised very wealthy. One thing I do know about the wealthy is they are not emotive. So when you see somebody wealthy like that being emotive, there had to be other things going on that we did not see and never will see.
Yeah, no. And that's the point. That's the point, William. I am positive there was other things that we didn't see, and it should be that way. Like that should not happen in public. True. That's the point. That's why this is not okay. Tina, are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries. I'm going to drop you down. Guys, again, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. We are only talking to Trump supporters. PB&J, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Real quick, PB&J, got a question for you. Who's Trump's daddy?
I've answered that the last time I was on your live.
Okay, I don't remember. You want to answer again?
Yeah. You already know Trump is his own man.
Oh, you're one of those people. Cool. So you don't think after yesterday that Trump is definitely Putin's puppet?
Actually, no. Do you even know why the conflict actually started?
Yes.
What do you, besides what mainstream media wants you to believe, what do you think caused it?
Did we talk about this the other day?
So what did you know?
No, hold on, because I heard some. Oh, no. I'm gonna do this. Tell me what started it.
So do you know how long the United States and NATO have been trying to acquire Ukraine into NATO? For years.
They haven't.
Yes, they have.
Okay.
Do you remember the peace treaty that NATO entered in with Russia?
Yeah.
That was that NATO.
I was actually talking about it earlier today because someone else brought that up. But go ahead with your talking point.
Who violated the peace treaty? Was it Russia, NATO, or United States?
The one that was under Bill Clinton.
The Russia and United States, Ukraine and the United States violated that peace treaty on multiple occasions by expanding eastward. When they originally established that peace treaty, there was 15 countries in NATO.
And just to verify, you're referring to the NATO Russia Founding Act, right? That was established in 1997, right?
One in 1994, one in 1997, and then there was another one because there was.
Wait, so which one are you referring to specifically, so I can make sure we're on the same page?
So that's the original one, 1994, the Russia Joint Partnership for Peace Program.
Mm-hmm.
Then they revised it again in 1997.
Okay.
And each time that they made revisions was because there was some form of violation on behalf of NATO. So what originally started the peace treaty.
Okay, and just to make sure I have this right, because I already know this for one point, but just to verify, okay, you're talking about peaceful program. Which one of these actual treaties specifically said that NATO couldn't actually expand?
The original one in 1994, I believe.
1994.
Yeah, I'll pull that up for you. So when that peace treaty was signed, NATO had 15 countries, and the agreement was that they would not expand east at all, eastward. They continue to expand eastward.
Okay.
Now,
hold on one second. So give me wait before we get too far in it, because I'm not calling this misinformation, but I have to be able to verify this at the same time. So I'm looking here. I see 1994, the Partners for Peace bilateral cooperation between NATO and partner countries, Brussels summits in January 2024. Yeah, can you give me something where I can specifically get to that, because I'm not necessarily seeing that there was an agreement for it or anything in it that said that they could not expand.
Okay, give me one moment.
Yeah, no worries. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Tap the screen. Share the live. Do all the wonderful things. If you are over on YouTube, YouTube is jumping. What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? YouTube, like the chat. TikTok, let's do all the wonderful things. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 200,000 likes. Tap the screen. Share the live out. Do all the wonderful things. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. We are only talking to Trump supporters. So if you are a friendly, I love you. I do. But please do not request up. We are not talking to friendlies. Also, guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Also, Twitch. I don't want to forget about you, Twitch. I see you guys over there, Twitchers. I see you, Twitchers. Yeah, so I have it up. I just can't find specifically where it said that they did not have the ability to expand. While he is getting that information, William, coming back to you for a second.
What's up?
William, I need you to explain to me why you think that being a Russian sympathizer is a good thing.
Well, this is kind of precarious position that America is in. I really didn't understand why they were speaking with, they were going to do this deal with Zelensky. But as far as Putin goes, allegedly he's the aggressor. And allegedly Russia is winning. So I think that
wait, where are you getting those two allegedly from? Those allegedly is allegedly is carrying a lot of weight. Lot of weight.
I say that because there's some things that don't weigh well with me in the story. But with that being said, so Putin's the aggressor. Zelensky is losing. What guy doesn't want to quit getting his ass whooped? What guy doesn't want to pay back, or at least in earnest, give you some guarantee that you're going to get some of this money back that you've given them that they needed so desperately?
Wait, so again, you're saying a lot of things that's not right. So one, I know that you came up earlier, and I can't remember if you stuck around when I told you this, but yes, the United States has given Ukraine funds, but not only have they given Ukraine funds, but they've given them actual loans as well, and they are going to be repaid those loans. And the entire point of them, coming over, Zelensky coming over, was for him to actually sign the rare mineral agreement that would actually help enrich the United States. Like, the simple fact of the matter is, just because you want a war to end doesn't mean that you're getting your butt whooped. That's not what that means. Vladimir Zelensky cares about his people, he cares about his country, and he wants the war to end. With that being said, he refuses to actually allow, one, Russia to keep the land that they've tried to steal, but also, two, not have some type of assurances, because Russia has actually broken peace agreements 25 times. So he's not just going to say, oh, we're going to have peace, because Putin has shown that he doesn't actually stick to his word. That might be another reason why Trump actually loves him, but that's a thing.
No, man. I mean, some things you have to operate on a wait and see. And when someone gives you have to wait and see if the person is going to not honor what their promise.
Hey, okay, cool. Wait. Okay, follow me on this one for a second, William.
Right.
William, you ever watch the Chappelle Show?
Oh, yeah, I have. Yeah.
Did you see the Rick James episode?
Uh-huh.
What did the five fingers say to the face? Right. Listen, that was my favorite joke. That's my favorite joke. And I used to do this with my my youngest son, right? My youngest son, every time I would say, what did the five fingers say to the face? And he would say, what? Slap. Right. And so I did that multiple times. I did it a few times. I did it. And finally it got to the point, and I would say, son, what did the five fingers say to the face? He would say, because he knew exactly what was going to happen.
Okay.
So
let me
the
ask
point
you this.
being,
Go ahead.
if you're talking about wait and see, right?
Uh-huh.
Wait and see, and Putin has had 25 different peace agreements, and they've seen 25 times that Putin will not honor those agreements. Are you going to wait and say, are you going to say, well, you know, I know that I've been slapped in the face 25 times, but maybe he won't slap me in the face the 26th time?
Okay, how many of those agreements that were broken were America involved in?
Multiple, including an agreement that was under Donald Trump. I've already did this earlier. It was right after you ran. I promise you, I've already had this conversation.
So these peace treaties were broken. Which one? Just one is fine. If you
there was one in 2019 that was actually ushered and agreed. I mean, that was spearheaded by Emmanuel Macron and what's her name from Germany, Angela Merkel.
So
that
America was involved in the peace process in these.
Well, America's allies with those countries. So, are you talking about directly negotiating those?
Putin attacked.
Are you talking about
he broke the treaty with
Ukraine?
Okay.
Guys, W's in the chat for me. W's in the chat for me. Guys, let's get these likes up. We're almost at hold on. We're almost at 200,000 likes. Tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 200,000 likes. Let's also get the shares up as well. Guys, can we knock out this daily gift goal? It's the donuts. That would be super helpful. Also, just a reminder, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Also, we have super chats over on YouTube. So if you're over on YouTube and you want to donate, you can do a super chat and we can actually read that out. William, I'm going to go ahead and drop you down. We got more people in the box.
Cool.
I'm going to go ahead and cycle
Thanks,
you out.
Man, appreciate it.
Yep, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and drop you down. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only talking to Trump supporters. This is Sparring with Santana 101 debates with Trump supporters. Maurice, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were actually asking for Trump supporters.
No worries. I'm going to go ahead and drop you down. I appreciate you, my friend. Let's see here. Hey, guys, let me get massive, a million W's in the chat for Carol. Carol sent a $50 donation. Let's go, Carol. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. You are far too kind. Thank you, Carol. Jay, how do I say your username?
Hey, bro, I'm sorry. I did not mean to request.
Okay, no worries.
I'm just watching.
All right, I'll drop you. Hey, you see how I'm putting the smackdown on them?
I've seen it, bro.
You see it?
I've seen it. I watch your lives all the time.
Yeah. All right, I appreciate you, my brother. I'll drop you down.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, PB&J, were you able to actually find
within the agreement in 1997 within Russia in NATO, where it outlines where it says they were supposed to respect each other's sovereignty and territorial integrity?
Yep, that's in 1997. I've already debunked that one. Hold on, but we can go to that one. But in 94, were you able to find it?
That's where the structure from the framework came.
Wait. But in 94, were you able to find it?
Before 1990 with the abolishment of the former Soviet Union.
Yeah. Okay. So just an FYI for everyone. No, I've been looking through and trying to find this information where it said that they could not expand eastward in this 1994 agreement. And no, everything that I actually find underlies the thought or the premise behind it, where it says here that it says NATO agreement has been a contentious issue, particularly with Russia, which they claim Western leaders promised not to expand NATO eastward after the Cold War. However, there is no formal agreement or treaty legally binding NATO from expanding. Again, this was the whole thing. Russia has continued to say, "Oh, hold on a second, PB&J. I'm going to give you a chance to talk." Russia has continued to say, "Oh, we had a handshake agreement and they broke the handshake agreement." But the whole thing is there's no actual documentation that this agreement happened. All right, PB&J, go ahead and tell me about 1997.
Okay. So that's where it says where within that agreement, and it's documented on there, that each one was supposed to respect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the places in which that they had within their territory. So from my understanding within that, so Ukraine used to be a part of the former Soviet Union. So if you take a look at the map and you'll see all the other within the 31 countries that are within NATO, you'll see what proximity are several of them into the relationship with Russia.
I hear you. Hey, do me a favor. Do me a favor. So I'm assuming that you're looking at the NATO Russia Founding Act of 1997. Are you looking at that right now?
I got off of there. What do you want from there?
Can you pull it back up?
Yeah, I'll put it up. What you want me to see?
Cool. Pull it. You have it up now?
1 second.
W's in the chat for Veronica. Veronica sent a $1 donation saying, no more typing in all caps and poly lives. Listen, Veronica, I don't know who this person is that goes into anybody's lives and types in caps. Couldn't be me. I never type in caps in anyone's lives. That's not me. I don't know who's typing in caps. I never type in caps in anyone's. I'm never in anyone's chat typing in caps. That chat. You guys know I don't do that. You guys know I don't do that. You guys know I don't type in caps. W's in the chat for Veronica. Thank you so much for that $1 donation. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of the pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. And also we do have super chats over on YouTube where you can donate as well. All right. You have it up, PB&J?
Yeah.
Okay. Do me a favor. Word for word, bar for bar. Read section 1.
Hold on, I don't have the full thing up. Nice.
Hold on, I got you.
So section 1 lays out the principles governing the relationship. I gotta expand this shit. I don't have my glasses.
Don't worry, I got it. So guys, no, don't worry about it. I got it. Guys, so the premise that PB&J is using is that section 1 actually outlines why the NATO was agreeing not to actually expand eastward. So section 1 reads verbatim, section 1 lays out the principle governing the relationship, e.g., reinstatement of the norms of international conduct in the UN Charter and OSCE Haskellin Final Act, and explicit commitments such as respecting the sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity of states and settling disputes peacefully. Now, PB&J, reading that entire thing out, tell me what about section 1 says anything about NATO not expanding?
I mean, it could definitely be interpreted when you speak to the.
No, it can't.
Yes, you. If
no, it can't.
Speaks to the.
If you want to try to actually lie and
it's not,
and not even necessarily lie, but if you want to try to use it to justify your point, then you would pick out the word sovereignty and stick to the word sovereignty. Yeah, I mean, you could kind of twist yourself, but when you read the entire thing in its context, and you understand that this specifically says this specifically states to the fact that Russia cannot actually take anyone's land, they can't intrude on anyone's territory or their borders. That's what that says. W's in the chat for
listen, respect each other's sovereignty and territorial integrity.
Yes. What does that mean?
That also falls into the lines of, all right, so
what does that mean?
Integrity. So would you not consider that the United States and NATO acquiring countries that directly border?
That's not acquiring. You know what acquiring a country is? Acquiring a country is Donald Trump trying to buy Greenland. That's acquiring a country. Welcoming someone into NATO or a actual governing body that actually protects and works together. That's like saying, oh, we joined the World Health Organization, so the World Health Organization acquired the United States. That's not how that works.
Giving financial benefit for people to want to join NATO, that basically is acquiring.
That's not what are you talking about? When are they giving people? When you say financial benefit, do you mean the actual benefit of being able to trade and have protection and have reassurances? Is that what you're referring to?
I'm referring to the fact that the United States and NATO have been engaging in things that will provoke what is actually going on right now.
Hey, PB&J.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Come on, bro. W's in the chat for Caleb sent a $1.99. Hold on a second. Caleb sent a $1.99 super chat over on YouTube to say, keep guiding these people to help recognize the BS. W's in the chat for Caleb for that super chat. You are absolutely awesome. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Jasmine. Jasmine sent a $10 donation saying, love your lives and how funny you can be. Keep proving the MAGAs wrong. EXO, thank you so much for that $10 donation, Jasmine. Thank you so much, Caleb, for the super chat. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio, Santana Speaks 24. And also, you guys can send a super chat over on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, guys, make sure you follow me on all the platforms: Blue Sky, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. Do all the wonderful things. Really quick, before I come back to you. Is it Sana? How do I say your username? Hello? Sienna? Sienna. All right, Sienna. Sienna, can you hear me? All right, Sienna. I'm going to go ahead and drop you down. If you come back, you can request back up. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana 101 debates with Trump supporters. Doc, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
You said yes?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Give me 1 second, Doc, okay? Also, is that Dwight Schrute?
Yes.
W's in the chat for Doc. You at least get that one. Give me a second, Doc. William. I'm sorry, not William. PB&J. What you said, literally. Hey, Doc, I'm gonna put you on mute just because of background noise. But before no worry. Hey, quick question. How old are you?
26.
Okay, perfect. When's your birthday?
September 3rd.
I mean, what year?
98.
98, perfect. All right, give me a second. Just gonna mute you just because your background noise, my friend.
My bad.
No, you're good. PB&J, help me out, because literally none of the information, none of the actual facts that you've tried to bring actually speaks to the actual expansion of NATO. So have you? Okay. I guess. Wait. I just have a general question for you. I have a general question for you.
Are you able to pull up a map?
You said what?
I said, are you able to pull up a map where you can see the surrounding bordering countries around Russia? You'll see.
Yeah, I can see that. But listen, that's not. Listen, we've already debunked this point. I got a question for you though.
What's up?
I got a question for you. Oh yeah, Doc, we got to get you up out of here. Doc lied. I'm sorry. I didn't even catch that one. Good call, chat. I appreciate it. The thing that I'm worried about, right, is that you're parroting pro-Russia propaganda, which I don't understand.
That is not pro-Russia propaganda.
All of the things that you're saying is pro-Russia propaganda.
Let me ask you a question. Then I'll see where I can gauge better now, you know, what your understanding of a lot of things is. So, and this is not to jump conversation or anything like that, but since you did have, you've had Netanyahu up there. You always been seeing about that. So, in regards to that conflict, who do you think is more at fault in that conflict?
What do you mean?
between the original conflict, Palestinians and the state of Israel?
Okay, so the actual conflict as far as Israel and the Palestinians, one goes back like a long time. So it's not. Yeah, I see it, guys. I see it. We're good. It goes back to something that is way past what is in the recent history. Now, with that being said, Israel has clearly been the one who has overwhelmingly been harmful to the Palestinians, from actually coming in, being welcomed in, taking over, and then actually putting Palestinians in an open air prison where they control their water, their food, their electricity. They control all of these things. And so people like to say, oh, October the 7th. Yeah, I understand. October 7th was a horrible, horrible thing. But October the 5th happened as well.
Yeah.
Right. So it's,
I'm not trying to cut you off, but I will say thank you for what you're saying, because someone that has a platform that you have, you're one of the first person that actually spoke to the relevancy of the truth in that matter. Because most people will automatically defend the state of Israel and not knowing that the state of Israel did not exist prior to 1947.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Like the bigger thing that I have a problem with is the overarching nature as far as like the control Israel has over the Palestinians. And like that's yeah. So for me, it's always free Palestine until it's backwards.
Yeah, and I wasn't trying to get off the track, but I kind of get an understanding of people and what they do, because the mainstream media has always painted Israel as the one that's the victim.
No, absolutely not.
And
absolutely not.
Mainstream media.
Yeah, hold on one second. Is your name pronounced Raquel? Raquel? Hello, Raquel. Okay, I'm gonna drop you down.
Prior to all the information being put out on social media, almost exclusively about 95% of everything that I ever saw over the past 10 to 15 years in regards to what has been going on has always been pro-Israel. Yeah,
well, I mean, when you talk about AIPAC and you talk about the control that the Israeli government and everyone, or not control, but influence that they have within our politics, like, yes, it's going to be overwhelmingly pro-Israeli. Like, we understand this. And for anyone to actually say that that's not the case is absolutely insane. And for anyone to, like, at the fundamental, like the core of it, for anyone to say that it's okay for other people to restrict anyone as far as where they can go and control their water and food and electricity and cut off resources and access, like, that's absolutely mind-blowing. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
The reason why I even said that was because, you know, a lot of people, they take the same perspective that mainstream media projects about just about everything in regards to, like, Russia, Israel, Palestine, Hamas, and all that stuff like that. Yeah. And we don't have to just take everything that's on legal documentation. Some things we can just apply common sense to. When you have an organization like NATO, and then you see that every country that's bordering another country is joining in on that. You can take
well, and so listen, this is what I'll give you, PB&J. This is what I'll give you. I'm not saying that Russia isn't wrong for being fearful, right? But at the same time, the reason why all of these other countries are so interested in joining NATO is not just because they're like, oh, it's the cool thing, we need to get in NATO. It's because Russia doesn't respect, I see the boom, Hawk put it in the chat. Russia doesn't respect other people's sovereignty. If Russia wasn't trying to, Vladimir Putin has said over and over and over, he wants to restore the former glory of the USSR. If that was not his goal, hey, thank you for the Day of the Dead. If that was not his goal, then there wouldn't be all of these countries that are like pushing to join NATO. They want the protection because they're afraid of Russia, because Russia is trying to actually expand and bring them back under their umbrella. It's a you know, two parts to an equation. Like, I understand Putin saying, "Oh, don't join NATO because you're going to be pushing closer to me." Like, okay, I get it, but also if you weren't trying to take other people's land, then they wouldn't be trying to do it. W's in the chat for me. Come on, PB&J.
It doesn't matter what I say. That's all I'm gonna say. And that's not.
The silence was so deafening, friend.
No, I honestly I thought you was gonna say something else. That's why I was like,
okay.
So that's why I'm like, is he
okay? Let me say this there real quick.
Laughing, but as soon as you play the music, I'm gonna say something. You play the music, I can do shit but laugh.
Okay, give me a second. W's in the chat for Lynette. Lynette sent a $10 donation saying, "I've been seeing this guy on for several months. He's definitely a Russian bot. Don't give him a voice, please." W's in the chat for Lynette for that $10 donation. Are you a Russian bot? Have you been running again? I asked, have you been? Why do you keep spouting pro-Russia propaganda? Like, are you getting a reputation?
What is he talking about?
That's what they're saying. W's in the chat for Godzilla.
Donald Trump.
W's in the chat for Godzilla, who sent a $9.99 super chat over on YouTube to say Santana facts. W's in the chat for Godzilla for that donation, guys. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Also, you can send a super chat over on YouTube.
I don't have no content about Russia, anything.
Yeah, but listen, so this is the problem.
I don't know what that individual is talking about.
This is the problem that I have, and I tell people this all the time, right? You can be a Russian asset willingly or unwillingly, right? And I say that in the sense of you have certain people who are quote unquote pro-Russia and they're going to push the greatness of Russia and all this other stuff. But then you also have people that are cohorted into actually, supporting Russia and all this other stuff. And then you have people that are susceptible to misinformation, disinformation. That's where I was going to ask you earlier, like with this, Maria, thank you for becoming a subscriber, Maria. That's what I was going to ask you earlier. Like, where are you getting this information from? Because some people actually just take in information, and I understand where if you just take in certain information and on its face you're like, oh, this makes sense, then you're absolutely susceptible to that. You don't seem like that type of person, so it kind of makes me wonder, like, what's really going on here?
I'm the type of person that I'm just not going to take things for face value, right? So somebody's saying something, I will do my due diligence to look into it, but just because something isn't in black and white doesn't mean that something did not actually take place. Now, granted,
I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah. So a lot of this stuff is common sense, and I'm not saying that.
I wouldn't say that.
Everybody trying to get into NATO, or NATO, you want to use a proper verbiage, trying to get into NATO or acquiring in some aspects of what some people will say, strategic. I get it. If you want to get a strategic advantage over a perceived enemy and things like that, that is ultimately what NATO has done. That's why I was telling you, if you look at the map, Ukraine is the last piece of the puzzle. And
I hear you.
If Ukraine becomes a part of NATO, then Russia will be completely surrounded.
So I got a question for you. I got a question for you. And let me wait. Mario, are you a Trump supporter? Mario, are you a Trump supporter? Mario. Oh, I think Mario is not a Trump supporter and Mario's trying to run. I'll go ahead and drop you down. Guys, tap the screen. Share the live out. Do all the wonderful things. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. Let's go ahead and run these likes up, guys. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 300,000 likes. Let's also get the shares up. Let's get the shares up to 300 shares. If you're over on YouTube, run those likes up on YouTube as well. And also my Twitchers, I am not forgetting about you guys. I love you over on Twitch. You guys are amazing. You guys are a little unhinged, but I love you, each and every one of you. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only talking to Trump supporters. Only talking to Trump supporters. So I got a question for you, though, right?
One question for you. Why do you think Zelensky did not take the deal? What is your interpretation? What is your opinion about that?
Because he wanted security insurance.
And what security insurance is that?
That the United States was going to continue to actually back the Ukraine with their military if need.
And yeah, and do you want to know what the other part that Putin wanted to have? He wanted to also have security insurance that Ukraine would not join NATO. So
Yeah, right. Listen, okay, so cool. Hold on. So, but this is where my question was about to go, right?
Yeah.
And Jay, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Give me a second here. You literally led me to where I was about to go.
Okay.
If this is the case, right? If Putin knows that he doesn't want Ukraine joining NATO, and to your point, Ukraine is the last domino to fall before he is surrounded. Why not take a diplomatic approach and try to actually work on, thank you for the heart hands, work on a peace agreement with Ukraine where they agree to stay out of NATO. He agrees not to encroach on their land. And maybe, you throw some other sweeteners in or all this other stuff. Like, why not establish, why wouldn't you just establish something in place to keep them out of NATO instead of saying, oh, I'm just going to take you over?
No, those things were in place. Those things were established. Hold on.
You've tried to prove that twice and they've both been disproven.
Wait, after they got their independence, and I'm talking about Ukraine, it was established. They were their own country. They were independent.
Yeah.
There was no conflict between Russia and Ukraine. This is what I'm talking about.
Who started the conflict, though?
If you just let me finish, bro.
Go ahead.
That's the point of where I'm trying to get you to agree. Not everybody just, I just want to join NATO. There's coercion behind scenes to get countries to do things that'll be in the best interest for NATO in regards to their opposition.
So your premise is hold on, just to make sure I'm tracking. Your premise is more so that NATO has been nudging Ukraine and the other countries like, hey, join us so we can surround Russia. That's what you're saying.
That has definitely been something that not only has been speculated by,
by Russia.
It's not even just you got US.
It's been speculated by Russia. That's because it's Russian talking. Listen, friend, I'm telling you, you might not be a full blown Russian bot, but you are definitely at the very least a Russian sympathizer. Like you, again, at the very least, you're spouting Russian talking points. I don't know if you really get this, but you are literally spouting Russian talking points.
Do you want to know what I get at what I see? Because at the end of the day, if Russia is backed into the corner, and I'm just looking from a realistic perspective, how do you think this is going to end?
I mean, it's going to end negatively in multiple ways for a lot of different people. But again,
and we are
let's not play the game as if Russia is not the aggressors. They're the aggressors.
What before 2022? Was there any act of aggression by Russia on Ukraine? On Ukraine?
Yes.
When?
There was a peace treaty that was actually signed in 2019, and Russia broke that peace agreement. It wasn't massive. It wasn't massive big things.
I'm saying, what did they do?
I'll look it up. Give me a second here.
Yeah.
Do you seriously not know this, or do you want me to just actually look up the information for you?
No, I'm actually.
Oh wait, and somebody, yeah, you're absolutely right. Listen, I'm missing the easy big one. I was really so focused on what happened under Trump, but yeah, I mean, yeah, the annexation of Crimea, that's easy. 2014. I only have to look up and tell you that one. You said before 2022. Yeah, they annexed Crimea.
And where's Crimea?
What?
Where is that?
Do you not know where it is?
I'm asking you in regards to Ukraine and Russia.
It's in Ukraine.
Like where? What part? Northern, southern? Like what part?
I don't know, home. I was about to call you home. You want me? Do you still have your map up?
Like, because it was specific things in specific areas.
Okay, but I'm trying to understand. But I'm trying to figure out where you're going with this.
No,
You want to tell me?
Yeah, it's been that way since they've been wanting Ukraine to join NATO, bro.
No,
Like,
I'm confused by your point that you're trying to make.
I am literally, whenever someone speaks anything outside of what people conceive to be the norm, or that's not within their ideals, they got to be pro this or pro that. I'm looking at this from this standpoint. You got everybody said that they want peace, right? And if they came to the table and said, okay, United States will provide security for Ukraine. Russia also wants security provided that Ukraine will not join NATO. Why? Like, what would be the benefit for that deal not to be done? Who would benefit more from that deal not being done? Not Russia. So why would they want to break that? Why would they not want to abide by that? When
They haven't abided by any deal. Any deal. That's the thing. Again, 25 peace treaties have been broken. All right, listen. PB and J, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get you up out the paint. This is weird. This is weird. You've been spouting a lot of pro-Russia propaganda, and nothing has specifically actually landed or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down. Oh, wait, hold on one second. Just to make sure. Hey, Kay.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I know that Santana started asking a while ago for the likes to go up, and they have not. So it is currently 12:06 where I am at.
9:07 where I'm at.
Well, it might be nice to be living in the past. So if we could, in the next 15 minutes, get up to 300,000 likes and have the shares at 325, I would really appreciate it. Also, the chat's been awesome. Really, guys are just kind of calling everybody, out on what they need. Can we just make sure that we are not using any ableism in the chat? We don't do that here. If you're friendly, you will get muted. We don't do that here. Or any racism, misogyny, any of it. But
I know that's right.
Specifically, there's a lot of ableism going on in the chat. I understand that most of the people that we're speaking to tonight seem to have a very limited amount of knowledge, but we need to put that in,
Hey, Kay, can you just at a high level kind of summarize what ableism is? Because I see a couple of people in the chat asking that question.
So ableism are terms that we use that, could be slurs. They can be words that are put together that end with TARD. And Brett, stop asking. No, you don't go here.
He keeps. I've not accepted him one time, but he keeps requesting up. Anyway, go ahead.
We want to focus on making sure that our speech is not, disrespectful to people that are in the, disabled community.
Correct.
So we don't have any ableism in this chat.
Correct.
So, the R slur, anything related to it, anything that's hyphenated with it, that ends with the end of the word, we don't do that here.
Correct.
So if we could get these likes up, if we don't make it, you're going to have to go to sub only. And you're going to have to hit that sub button if you want to keep chatting. And Apple user, we don't care.
We do not care.
Honestly,
I don't know what
do
he
not
said.
care.
We do not care
about who your friends are. So please stop telling us who your friends are and speaking in different languages, because I know many more probably than you do. So I can read your messages. So stop it.
Boom.
Have a good night.
Thank you, Kay. Guys, W's in the chat for Kay. W's in the chat for Kay. W's in the chat for Kay. Let me read these off, guys. W's in the chat for Carla. Carla sent a $5 donation. Thank you so much, Carla. W's in the chat for D-Spec. D-Spec sent a $2 donation saying, didn't Ukraine request to join NATO and got denied? Yeah, Ukraine has been trying to actually talk about that because they're worried about the actual Russian aggression. It's been a whole thing. W's in the chat for Jesse. Jesse sent a $5 donation saying, tell Buddy Russia invaded and annexed Crimea in 2014. they pushed inland and took over the Donbass in 2019. Absolutely. W's in the chat for Corey. Corey sent a $2 donation saying one of the biggest reasons Germany was able to pull off they did it was because of how many people said, but if we fight back, it's going to end in the worst. Then they let Germany take Czechoslovakia within the next year, and then they took Poland, which was a direct catalyst for WW2. Corey also sent a $2 donation saying surrounding Russia with NATO allied countries benefits the U.S. Also, he called the other donor a B word, which was funny because he doesn't see the irony. Oh, I didn't hear that one. But yeah, guys, W's in the chat for Corey. Thank you so much for that, Corey. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only talking to Trump supporters. This is Sparring with Santana 101 debates with Trump supporters. If you are a friendly, tap the screen. Like Kay said, we need to go ahead and get the likes up to 300,000 likes. Keep the likes moving. One nutty, are you a Trump supporter? I'm gonna assume no because I hear you tapping. I'm gonna drop you down. Jay,
yeah,
got a question for you, my friend. Who's Trump's daddy?
What? His father?
No, not his father, my friend. His daddy.
He's the president.
Kind of. Okay. Let me make it a little bit more clear for you because maybe it's a little hard to understand, which I get. All right, cool. We know about President Musk, right? We know about President Musk, but we also know that he's been bending the knee for BB. He's definitely Putin's puppet. More recently than not lately, he's been the Heritage Foundation's whore, but he also has his billionaire bosses. So I guess a better question would be, how can one man serve so many masters without doing anything that benefits everyday Americans?
He defeated Kamala Harris. Peace out. Suck it.
Oh, okay. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and get you up out of here. You're weird. You waited all that time to do that, I guess. That was weird. That was weird and lame. He said something about Kamala Harris and suck it. It was weird and lame. SSB, Jag. Can I call you Jag?
Yes, you can, my brother.
Jag, are you a Trump supporter?
I like him. I don't. Yeah, I like him.
Did you vote for him?
Yeah, I did.
You did. Okay, cool. Guys, W's in the chat for Grandmaster RNG over on the Twitch side, who sent 100 bits to say Russia didn't go after Finland when they joined NATO. So blaming the war on Ukraine, wanting to be in NATO is just a talking point. You know that. You absolutely know that. We've said this over and over and over. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Chelsea. Chelsea sent a $1 donation saying, anyone ever tell you that you have great lashes? Hope you're having a great night. No one has ever told me that, but thank you, Chelsea. I really appreciate you. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Alana. I'm sorry I missed your name, my friend, who sent a $2 donation saying, love you. So does my kittens, apparently, because she's fixated on the phone when she hears you speak. It's adorable. Always support you. W's in the chat. Thank you so much for that $2 donation. You are absolutely too kind. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links are in the bio. If you're over on YouTube and you want to send a super chat, you can support that way as well. Jack, question for you.
What's up, brother?
Who's Trump's daddy?
Come on, man. It ain't Putin.
Okay. I mean, that's fair, I guess. And again, you might have just heard what I said, right? But I mean, the premise behind it is,
I be hearing the jokes, people saying that. But go ahead.
Yeah, like, but the premise is, seriously, how can Donald Trump actually do so much for so many other people without actually caring about the American people?
I think he actually does care about the American people, and I think the things he do is based off the interests of the American people. I mean, that's in my opinion, you know.
You think so? Okay, cool. Tell me one thing that he's done since actually becoming president that benefits everyday Americans?
I mean, I can just go back to 2020.
No. This term,
Oh,
friend.
Okay, this term.
Mhm.
I mean, this whole tax thing and finding out all this corruption that the Democratic Party started, that's a major plus.
What?
We already knew our tax.
Hey,
Oh, go ahead.
wait.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Did you say Democrats started corruption?
No, I didn't say they started the corruption.
You said the whole corruption that Democrats.
Not the corruption.
You said that. First of all, I will admit, yes, Democrats are corrupt, Republicans are corrupt, politicians are corrupt, all of them. But they didn't start it though. At least I don't think so.
I got to put it on the opposing party. You know what I mean?
Whoa! But listen, the question that I'm asking, right? And let's be specific, right? Because Donald Trump has passed multiple executive orders. He hasn't tried to actually govern bipartisanly in any type of way, but he's signed multiple executive orders. And all of these executive orders that he's been signing either directly benefit someone that's listed up here or himself, as far as him grinding an axe. So like he hasn't done anything to benefit the everyday person.
Okay, so the executive orders to ban males from female sports. You don't.
How does that benefit everyday Americans?
I mean, because it puts people back in the right mindset of, hey, this is right and this is wrong.
First of all, your mindset is subjective. Like saying that something is right and wrong. Like, okay, we understand that, unaliving a person, yeah, that's wrong. But who are you to say that it's wrong to be a transgender man or a transgender woman? That's weird. But even more than that, again, just by saying that he signed an executive order saying that there's only two genders when there's not, but even with him just doing that, that does not benefit everyday Americans, because transgender people make up like 1% of the population. Like that's absolutely insane. So again, I need you to help me understand.
Yeah, see,
what is he doing that's going to benefit you and me, just everyday people?
Okay, but I'm gonna go back to the whole. I'm not saying I got nothing against transgenders, but
transgender people, my friend. I really don't want to go down transphobia avenue.
I don't either. I'm trying to avoid that. But the whole male into female sports, I totally disagree with that. Like 100%.
I hear you, but again, like it's mind blowing. It's mind numbing. They're just people. They just want to live. They make up such a small portion of the population. Donald Trump spent $200-something million to spread transphobia while he was actually out on the trail. Like it's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's a talking point. You know what is a thing? The fact that inflation is actually rising again. The fact that the unemployment rate is high again because they're firing so many people. The fact that eggs are through the roof, but more specifically, groceries are becoming less and less affordable because of Donald Trump threatening tariffs. Like those are real things. So I hear you. I know you want to talk about, transgender people. Well, first and foremost, they're just people and they just want to live. But even more than that, like we have real things to deal with, and Donald Trump is causing a bunch of chaos.
So okay. Now, and I heard you, I wasn't here earlier then, but I just came back and I heard the whole thing about Ukraine. And I just want to know, what's your input? Why do you think Ukraine wants to be a part of NATO? What makes you think Ukraine? That's something that you read. What makes you think that, or why Ukraine should be a part of NATO?
I don't have a position one way or the other about why they should. I've never said that, but the reason why they want to is because of the aggression of Russia. Vladimir Putin has over and over and over said that he wants to reestablish the USSR. That includes taking over countries that used to be a part of the USSR. And so with that being said, I understand them wanting that protection. I understand multiple European countries wanting to join NATO so they can have that strength and that protection, because Russia is not only aggressive, but they have the military and the nuclear arsenal to actually cause all kinds of issues.
Yeah, so if you look at majority of our nuclear bases that are stationed in Europe or overseas, they have what? Nuclear capabilities.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, so let me read these off real quick, guys. W's in the chat for Aaron. At some point, I need you to come up and say your name for me because I keep messing it up. Aaron. I'm sorry. But W's in the chat for the $2 donation saying, no way SSB voted. I call BS. He knows nothing. W's in the chat. Also, W's in the chat for Desiree, who sent a $10 donation saying, thanks for being the highlight of my night. Eating Ben and Jerry in the bed with my dog and watching you on YouTube. W's in the chat for you. Thank you so much for that $10 donation. And I hope your J-Mo. W's in the chat for J-Mo for the Galaxy. I hope your ice cream is absolutely amazing. And pet your puppy for me. In a strictly platonic way, chat. Anyway, Jag, question for me, because you kind of like veered off and I hear you. Like we went to, it's Aaron. It's Aaron. There it is. Okay, Aaron. I got it. Aaron. I got it. The question, like I hear you like, boom, you switched around and you went to like what we were talking about with Russia and all this other stuff, but I kind of want to bring you right back here. Like, I want you to come back with me. I want you to like come back right here with me. I want you to like right here with me. What is Trump doing to benefit everyday Americans? Because we already established that, you know, him saying that there's only two genders, that's not benefiting everyday Americans. And we know for a fact that the Republican Party just passed a bill, an actual budget bill through the House that's going to harm everyday Americans by cutting Medicaid benefits, by cutting SNAP benefits, by cutting environmental protections, by loosening predatory loan efforts for students. So they're literally doing multiple things that's actively harmful to everyday Americans. But you think that Trump is better for everyday Americans. So again, my question is, what is he doing to benefit everyday Americans?
Well, I think it's more of a, hey, you know, we tried to give you this easy way out, but now we're going to force it to you. We're going to force you people to get off Medicaid, food stamps. You know, there's people that are working every day that are still on food stamps, Medicaid, and all this.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Wait. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. There are people working every single day that's on food stamps. That shouldn't be the case. Do you understand that the people that's working every single day and they're on food stamps, that's because the actual jobs that they're working, the companies that they work for don't pay them a living wage so they can actually not be on food stamps? You do understand that's how they qualify for it, right?
Yeah, I understand that. So is that not on the person to go out there and try to better their lives?
Or crazy idea. How about companies actually start paying people a livable wage?
Oh, so what does that have to do with Trump?
Again, your premise was Donald Trump forcing people to get off of SNAP benefits is a quote unquote good thing. But if you take these people off of SNAP benefits that need them and they are getting jobs for companies that don't actually pay living wages, then you're just going to harm them even more. And we know for a fact that Donald Trump is pro billionaire and pro corporation because he signed executive orders that actually help corporations, that create more abilities for corporations to discriminate and also for them to indiscriminately fire and harm people. So if you're putting more powers in the corporation and you're taking away from everyday Americans, again, none of this makes sense. It's not adding up.
Yeah, okay, but if you now, then it's just going to keep going in a circle. You pay taxes, right? You pay taxes to feed people that get on Medicaid, you know.
Yeah, and I would happily do that. Listen, but if my taxes, if someone said, Santana, we can get universal health care if you pay another 10, 15, 20% in taxes, sign me up. Sign me up. Each and every day, twice on Sunday, sign me up, because I understand the benefit of actually being able to take care of people and take care of human life and making sure that people have the ability to, you do understand that, like, one, we have a houselessness crisis in the country. And one of the biggest proponents of people being without a home is medical debt. So if you eliminate medical debt, then you actually help not only take care of the people that are in debt, but you also help take care of people that are out on the streets, and then you also help take care of the quality of life. You raise the quality of life in the country. Like it's like a whole circle. But yet for some reason you think that just taking these things away is going to improve it.
It's because there's so much abuse of this system that's going on right now. People,
Then
you don't
fix the
understand, like,
system. Don't take it away.
oh, how can you fix us? Okay, just go back now. You just said if you want to fix the system, how would you fix the system? Give me an example. How would you?
Which system?
Let's go back to food stamps. How would you fix the system to stop people that are making a decent amount of money from still getting $1,200 a month?
People, again, that's not what it works. Listen, I'm not going to say there's no one on SNAP benefits that make a decent amount of money, because we all know that there are certain people, small amount of people, that know how to game the system, and they will take advantage of said system. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is the overwhelming amount of people are not on SNAP benefits and also being paid at a higher rate. That's not how this works. That's not a real thing, right? And so the point that I'm trying to get across is that you have more people than not that need and rely on these benefits because they're part of the working class. We have to take care of our working class, but yet ever since Ronald Reagan told the American public that, oh, we can trickle it down, ever since trickle down economics, the actual cost of living rate has continued to increase, where the actual minimum wage has barely moved. Before trickle down economics, both of them were parallel, so people were actually able to live on one job. Heck, even people were able to live on one job for a whole household before trickle down economics. But Republicans somehow trick people into believing that if you give rich people more money, then rich people are going to share the money with the poor people, and rich people don't care about poor people.
Right. Okay. Now, but I'm gonna go back to the abuse of the, I'm gonna go back to the abuse of the system. I know rich people don't care about the poor people. That's how you get rich, right? I'm not gonna sell you. I'm not gonna sell you a product that I know lasts a long time, right? Why would I do that? If I'm gonna sell you a product, I'm gonna sell you a product that I know you're gonna have to keep coming back for.
Again,
right or wrong?
my friend, like the thing is, I hear you. But the thing is, you are talking about the federal government, elected officials. I don't know if you know this, but elected officials work for us. They absolutely work for us. And they're supposed to be the ones doing what's in our best interest. And the Republican Party has done everything but that. Also, I did get a request for you to actually cite your source on the fraud. So take a second. I'm going to let you get your information on the fraud. Let me read a couple of things out, and then I want to make sure I introduce the next person. So if you could, grab a source for me on all this fraud. Also, guys, thank you for the heart hands. W's in the chat for Dog Lover. Dog Lover over on Twitch sent 100 bits to say, imagine being upset with someone's ability to eat. Right? That is wild. Republicans don't want kids to eat. That's insane. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Priscilla. Priscilla sent a $1 donation saying, I'm robbing you if you can't, I'm robbing you if I can't eat. I'm just saying, listen, it gets wicked. W's in the chat for Laura. Laura sent a $5 donation saying, thank you for bringing people to the truth. Minnesota loves you. Listen, I love you. I love Minnesota. Thank you so much for that $5 donation. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Josh. Josh sent a $1 donation saying, fix the system. Don't take it away. It is a generationally powerful line. Thank you. I freestyled that one. Just came to me. But I appreciate you, Josh. Also, W's in the chat for RN. RN. It's pronounced RN. Thank you, RN. RN for the $1 donation to help me actually pronounce the name. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. Also, over on YouTube, if you want to actually help support, you can send a super chat. We have super chats on YouTube now. We also have memberships. You can become a member, get access to our Discord. I got a bunch of cool emotes that you can drop in the chat. And also you get like a bunch of other benefits. You actually get more benefits on YouTube. It's super interesting. So if you're interested in becoming a member, please go ahead and become a member. Thank you for the heart hands over on YouTube. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 400,000 likes. Let's get the shares up to 500 shares. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Trump, get in the box. This is Sparring with Santana 101 debates with Trump supporters. Bazin, is it Bazin?
Yeah.
Bazin, are you a Trump supporter?
100%.
Okay, Bazin, quick question for me. Or quick question for you. I'm sorry. Who's Trump's daddy?
I don't know about that, but all I know is that last administration was a disgrace.
Really? Tell me why.
Everything that Biden did.
You want to be specific? I thought you had more than that.
Well, one thing I think of is when he gave all those murderers clemency as he was leaving office. That was a fucking disgrace.
Hey, language, my friend. Wait, so all of what unalivers clemency? I'm confused. Bison? And just like that, he leaves. Yeah, so Joe Biden did commute one person's sentence, but you can talk about multiple things, blah, blah, blah. The people that Donald Trump has pardoned, including him pardoning 1,500 J6ers. Like, we know that. I'm sorry, that one doesn't fly. Also, W's in the chat for Gene. Gene sent a $1 donation saying they always want to gut welfare programs or take away food stamps, but they never have a problem with the government supporting Elon and other billionaires. W's in the chat for Gene for that $1 donation. You are absolutely right, Gene. It's absolutely insane how much bailouts that we do for corporations, we do for billionaires, how much we actually take care of the ultra wealthy, including them trying to cut another $4 trillion or add another $4 trillion to our debt just so they can give billionaires another tax cut. It's absolutely insane. Manny, are you a Trump supporter?
People with that disorder being a mental.
Oh, I wasn't trying to join, bro.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down. I appreciate you.
Shit, my fault.
All good, fam. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. With that being said, SSB, do you have that source on fraud for me? Jack?
You were breaking up. What did you just say?
Do you have that source on fraud for me?
Oh no, that's common sense, man. If no. Okay, now listen here. No, don't do that. Don't do me like that. Listen to what I'm saying now. You as brothers, can you or can you not go to your local Walmart and find somebody selling food stamps right now? Yes or no?
Oh, I don't know. I don't go to Walmart. I stopped going to Wally World a long time ago. But with that being said, I mean, you can listen, if you want to find something that's illegal, you can actually find that anywhere. Like, it depends on how much effort, energy you want to put into finding something. So, I mean, that's a very subjective statement, but you know what I prefer over subjective statements? Empirical data. Because, I mean, there's actually, you know, I'll even give you a hint. If you want to go look at the Pew Research, there's actually some information there that might or might not help your actual debate. Probably won't, but you can at least look it up for yourself. Or you can just say I'm right and we can keep moving.
I'm reading the comments. You know, people like.
Why are you reading the comments? Are you up here on the panel? What's happening?
No, because people are saying buying food stamps is not as easy as it used to be. It's still simple, people. It's still simple,
bro. Lock in. You are up. You're in the ring right now. Lock in.
I'm locking in.
Would you like to admit that you're wrong and we can move past this, or did you want to go actually get any type of statistics to prove what you're saying?
Oh no, I will go get that. But
okay, perfect. Go get it. Hold on, I'll give you time.
Okay.
He's not gonna find it. He's not gonna find it because he's not right. Yeah, guys, as we wait for him to come back, Debbie's in the chat for Steven. Steven sent a $25 donation saying, forced birth, but remove nourishment / SNAP benefits. Listen, we've already talked about that, Steven. The Republican Party is absolutely forced birth. They don't care about people. We know this. Debbie's in the chat for Steven. Debbie's in the chat for Christy. Christy sent a $10 donation saying, I am devastated of what's going on at this time. I listen to you and I always have some hope that this world doesn't come crashing down. Keep doing the good work, my brother. Much love. Christy, thank you so much for that $10 donation. You are absolutely far too kind. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. And also, if you are on YouTube, we do have super chats over on YouTube where you can actually donate through super chats. And I will read your message out over on YouTube as well. Guys, this is Sparring with Santana 101 debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Trump, get in the box. If you are friendly, please don't request up. We're not talking to friendlies, but keep tapping the screen, share the live. Let's get the likes up to 400,000 likes. Jalen, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Perfect.
I don't think he has a daddy. I think he did this because he wanted to fix things.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious.
Okay, cool. So I guess let's get to the crux of it because you've already answered the question. What is he doing to benefit everyday Americans, Jalen?
So many things. Like I could just start.
Just give me one specifically. No, don't be like here. Like be here. Specific.
Yeah.
Like not here, but here.
What
not here.
For me personally, what I really like is
not what you like. What is he doing to benefit everyday Americans? Not what you like.
Well, I like that he is doing what I'm about to say.
Right? No. Let me make sure that I'm clear, my friend, because there's a lot of things that I like. Right? I like anybody that knows Santana. You guys know. Well, like is not even gonna do it justice. I love pizza. Right? I love pizza. I like Zoas. I like anime. Right. I like all of those types of things. I want to know, but like I like those things, but going to the gym and working out benefits me specifically, right? Because it benefits my overall health. So I'm not Jalen, I'm not saying what is something that Donald Trump is doing that you like. I get it, because he could be doing a lot of stuff that you like. I'm not going to dispute that. I'm asking specifically, what is he doing that is benefiting everyday Americans now?
Yeah, no, I was just saying that separately from my answer. But the answer is he's doing a lot of things. The government efficiency that he's all of his executive orders benefit Americans, or at least the country.
It doesn't. But again, like when we started, I said, don't go here, right? I know you can't see my hands because they're out of the screen, but they're like wide open. I said, go here. Don't go here, go here. This means don't be general, be specific.
Yeah, his energy policies, and then his
what energy policy?
Cutting the government spending.
What energy policy?
He did away with the whole Green New Deal that they
the Green New Deal was never passed. He just likes to talk about it. The Green New Deal was never passed.
No, there was a lot of
the Green New Deal has never been passed. It's always been a talking point of Donald Trump.
Yeah, the pieces of that were passed, like EV cars by 2035.
So you wait. So your premise is getting rid of renewable energy sources or vehicles that actually run on renewable energy versus fossil fuels is a good thing.
No, get rid of bad policies like that are bad.
What's the bad policy?
Doing away with gas vehicles by 2035. That's a
who passed the policy to get rid of gas vehicles by 2035?
The policy was by 2035, all production would be EV.
Who did that?
That's what they were working for. I don't know if it was actually passed, but I know.
I need you to give me a source, because this is what I'm gonna tell you, Jalen, my friend. You actually are. Chat, stop it, chat, stop it. Damn it, chat. Well, the chat is already given to you. Yeah. That was an initiative by California. Chat, you don't be giving him the answers to the test. Chat.
It's on his website. Like, if you go to his website, that's
website?
That's in his plan.
Whose website?
The White House.
I don't care about his website. You're saying that there was okay. So the chat already gave up. Hold on one second, Jalen. Hold on one second, Jalen.
What it was.
Jalen, hold on one second.
This is a goofy response.
Jalen, hold on. You're crashing right now, my friend. Just hold on for 1 second.
No, you're crashing.
This isn't even about you. Just hold on.
discussed in detail.
Jalen, just hold on for 2 seconds, my friend. I promise you this isn't even about you. Guys, Jag just ran. Jag just ran. You know what that means. Jalen, don't run. Don't run. Come back. Come back, my friend. Come back. You have to actually come. There we go. Jalen, I'm going to send you a request to come off mute. All right, Jalen. So what I was saying is the policy that you're referring to is actually something, it's an initiative that California was trying to pass. It's not a
Biden's executive order, actually. So
okay, cool. Give me the executive order.
I don't have the number of it.
Okay, you made the claim. You're saying that Biden passed an executive order saying that they wanted to get rid of EVs in 2035, which again, I'm telling you that's a real thing, but it was not a federal order. It was definitely an order that was passed in California. So I would like for you to give me a specific order number so I can pull it up and view it myself. And I'll give you time to look at it.
Just Google Joe Biden EV.
No. You can teak up and go get it because I'm not going to go look for something that's not real. I know it's not real, so I want you to go look for it. Guys, we're going to let this play for a second. I like this music. W's in the chat for Omega. W's in the chat for Omega. Omega sent a $1 donation saying poverty and desperation makes people resort to crime and violence. I don't know why Trump supporters don't get that. I don't know either, because again, what did Beanie Siegel say if Freeway said if my stomach started growling and my something started done, I'm gonna rob me. Anyway, you're absolutely right, guys. W's in the chat for Derisa. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. W's in the chat for Derisa, who sent a $10 donation saying tax billionaires and use it for universal health care. You're absolutely right. We could absolutely do that. W's in the chat for that $10 donation. Thank you so much. And W's in the chat for Elena, who sent a $5 donation saying keep educating these knuckleheads. Thank you so much for that $5 donation. You are absolutely far too kind. Also, W's in the chat for Sean RT8. Who is over on Twitch, who sent a message, said it costs more to find fraud than it does to save. You're absolutely correct, guys. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. You could also do a super chat over on YouTube if you like to support on YouTube. Also, YouTube, like the stream, tap the button, like. All right, Jalen, you're about to give me the executive order.
Yeah, it was 14057 was the number of
14057.
Yep.
Okay, give me a second. Let me pull it up here. Guys, if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. This is Sparring with Santana 101 debates with Trump supporters. Let's see here. Executive Order 14057. Right?
Yep.
All right, so it looks like here Executive Order 14057. This is let's see here.
For EVs.
Implementation instructions of Executive Order 14057. So this is a 73-page article. Can you tell me where I can find the actual requirement of getting rid of the actual, or you know what? Let me here. I'll make it simple because you
proactive, and I like the tariff.
Sure, no. Sure, we're gonna stick on this for a second because I'm gonna do something for you. Since you actually went and got me a source, let me see if I can actually find this. Give me a second here.
It's like well reported on.
Okay, cool. Let's see here. Let's see what we can find.
The tariffs are good. The way
hold on.
The sentiment.
Hold on. Hey, Jalen, my friend, hold on one second, because you gave me your source. Jalen, you gave me your source.
Like I'm gonna go to another live or something.
Jalen,
like, what?
Okay, listen.
We all know
listen, you gave me your source. No. You gave me your source, right? So let's actually look at the source. I was actually able to find what it says about 2035. So this is what it says. Executive Order 14057 outlines a coordinated whole government approach along with individual greenhouse gases, GHG emissions and environmental impacts, and secure a transition to clean energy and sustainable technology. It establishes that the federal government will lead by example to achieve carbon pollution-free electric sector by 2035 and net zero emission economy wide by 2050 using a scale of production powers to achieve 100% carbon pollution-free electricity on net annual basis by 2030, including 50% by 24/7 carbon pollution and free electricity, and 100% zero emission vehicle acquisitions by 2035, including 100% zero emission light duty vehicles acquisition by 2027. So what this actual executive order says is that the federal government is going to lead by example, do everything that they can to actually achieve net carbon zero emissions, and they're only going to purchase vehicles, government vehicles, by 2030 and 2035 that have, by 2035 that have zero net net zero emissions, and by 2030 is like the 50% is the hybrids. Anyway, so this talks about the federal government and the way that they actually purchase vehicles, not a mandate to say that everyone had to actually go electric. So Jalen, now you can come off of mute and tell me what you thought you were saying.
Yeah, it just shows his priorities. Like I don't like his priorities. I don't think that was required. I think that's stupid. You can't get to net zero emissions. It's just stupid stuff like that. That you spend a ton of money on and don't achieve, and it's just like the waste. It's
okay,
crazy.
cool. I'm not going to debate. I'm not going to debate you on whether it was achievable or not. But what I do want to ask the question: can you admit that you were wrong?
No.
You can't admit that you were wrong.
Ford and all the car companies had to like go appeal and lobby against them to have them produce EV cars after 2035. So
I hear you. I hear you, but you can't admit that you're wrong. You said specifically. You said specifically that the Biden-Harris administration signed an executive order. You said that they signed an executive order saying that by 2035 that everyone had to have an electric vehicle.
I said I didn't know if it was passed. I said they were working on
that. No. But you're right. Cool. But then you gave me an executive order saying that this executive order actually back up what you're saying. And when I looked at the executive order, again, read it out, there is no mandate for anyone in the country to be completely electric by 2035. It says that they're trying to set an example by actually making sure purchase of government vehicles are electric by 2035. So again, you were wrong. Can you just admit it and we can move on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. What else we want to talk about, my friend?
The economy. We have a proactive president now, not one that is incompetent and not actually running things. He's ran by, I can't believe y'all want to go so hard for like Nancy, Chuck Schumer, and Adam Schiff, and Kamala, and Biden, and this group of people that have ran things for the past 4 years, and everyone is struggling. The only reason things went bad at the end of the Trump admin was because of the COVID-19. If he would have been allowed
C-19, that's not true.
So
go ahead. That's not true, but go ahead.
You know, he's on the path now to get things back to where they should be and can be. And it's like all of this nonsense outrage over stupid things that
none of that's true, but okay.
Like they're saying Social Security and Medicaid is getting cut, and it's like, of course we're going to cut out the way.
All right, hold on, Jalen, because now you're shotgunning, and I don't want you to go too far away from your points. Jalen, hold on, because now you're trying to get away from your points. Jalen, let's talk about the things that you're saying instead of shotgunning, right?
I think we're all capable of hearing what I'm saying.
Right, but you're shotgunning. You're trying to actually say so much at one time, but let's talk about what you're actually saying, my friend. Let's stay right here. Let's get into it. Listen, Jalen, what I need you to do, what I need you to do is hold my hand and slow dance with me. This is listen, we are not breakdancing. Slow dance with me. Slow down.
I don't need to be told how to
talk. So the thing is, right, Jalen, you said that the actual that Trump administration was doing well before C-19 and all this other stuff. Cool, I hear you. It's not. It actually before C-19. Not only was Trump starting to take a downward trend in the job market as far as job growth,
That is
before.
crazy.
Yeah, it happened in 2019, my friend. Again, let me tell you something about me, Jalen. You might not have noticed this yet, but I don't say things
I'm not
just
smart,
to say.
I know that. So goodbye.
I'm not smart. I'm not smart. I'm not smart, but I've disproved everything that he said, and he ran. But I'm not smart. I don't know, chat. If I wasn't smart, if I was talking to someone that's not smart, I think I would dominate them. Right? I mean, if I was talking to someone that's not smart and I could easily prove them wrong, I would just prove them wrong, right? I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm not smart. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Guys, tap the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things to let TikTok know that we are in the building. If we could knock out this daily gift goal, that would be super, super awesome. It's the little heart hands. That would be absolutely amazing. Also, guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. So if you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Also, we can do super chats over on the YouTubes now. So if you are on YouTube and you would like to support, you can definitely send a super chat and I can read those out as well. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. I am looking for Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. I am not talking to friendlies. We are only looking for Trump supporters. Please only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Hunter, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Give me 1 second here, my friend.
You're good.
Let's see here. Thank you for the heart hands. Is it 1 second? Dance Life. Have we talked? Dance Life. I'm gonna drop you down. It seems like Dance Life has a lot going on. You can request back up. You can definitely request back up. And let's see. Raul, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
You said yes?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Hey, Raul, Hunter, got a question for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Who's Trump's daddy?
The father that raised him.
Okay, that's an answer. Raul, would you like to answer?
I'm not sure the objective of this question.
Okay.
Assuming you're gonna say Elon.
No, my friend. I'm not gonna actually say anything. I will say that no, Hunter. I absolutely understand the confusion. You're referring to Fred Trump, his father. I'm not talking about his father. I'm talking about his daddy. More so specifically, right? We know about President Musk, right? We understand that, but we also know that he's been bending the knee for BB. He's definitely Putin's puppet. More recently than ever, he's been the Heritage Foundation's whore. But we can't forget his billionaire bosses, right? And so I guess a better question would be, how can one man serve so many masters while not doing anything to benefit the everyday American?
Gee, man, I don't know. I guess I'm not well versed on this because I don't think any of this is true whatsoever.
You don't? Okay, that's a fair statement. I hear you. Question for you then, be more specific. Name one thing that Donald Trump is doing that directly that benefits everyday Americans.
I can't speak for everyday Americans other than myself, to be honest with you.
Okay, so is Donald Trump specifically just your president, or is he the president of all of the United States?
Well, it depends on who you ask. There's a lot of people that think that he's not the president.
Oh no, there's a lot of people that don't like the fact that he's the president, but I mean, technically he's the president.
Yeah, there's also a lot of people that do believe that they don't support him, whatever he does, and I feel like no matter who the president is,
yeah, that's cool.
And I'm not a Joe. I mean, I didn't vote for Joe Biden, but I still supported the president regardless of what.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Listen, it doesn't matter if anyone supports Donald Trump or not. Donald Trump works for us. It doesn't matter if we like him or not. Donald Trump works for us. So the point is, what is Donald Trump actually doing for us?
Well, one thing is And in his previous term, he had a bunch of
No. Hold on, Raul. Hold on. You went a little too far back. Like, because he actually did something in his last term that I feel like benefit everyday Americans. I get that. I'm talking about right now specifically. Since he's been in office, what has he done to benefit everyday Americans? Because I didn't make this list based off of the things that he did his last term. I made this list based off of what he's been doing since he's been in office. So what has he done since coming back in office to benefit everyday Americans?
Well, I
He's
like
been
to
here
think.
barely for-
Go ahead, Ro. I guess.
I was just gonna say he's been barely here for 1 month, and one thing I agree with him is the tighter border security, which does help Americans because he is saving a lot of money wasted on housing all these illegal immigrants.
Okay, so let me stop you there. A couple of things that you said. That was wrong. One, it's undocumented immigrants, not quote unquote illegal immigrants. Two, you said that he's tightening the border, but the actual effort that he's initiating in as far as the mass deportation is actually costing a lot of money, and it's super inefficient because, surprise, surprise, there's a bunch of catch and release, meaning that that they've had to release multiple people, undocumented immigrants, that they've gotten caught up in these ICE raids. And three, mass deportation doesn't help everyday Americans. Also, Raul, quick question for you, my friend. What state do you live in?
New York.
What time is it there?
It's 12:56.
Fair enough. Perfect. So with that being said, Raul, how does mass deportation actually help everyday Americans? And you could say that he's tightening up the border, but he's not. He's not. I mean, if he was actually trying to do anything for the border, he would have actually helped pass the actual bipartisan border bill that was in place. He's not doing anything to actually, quote unquote, tighten up the border. But how does mass deportation help everyday Americans? And also, you can't say that funds are being given to, quote unquote, illegal immigrants, because undocumented immigrants don't benefit from any of those actual government assistance. It's documented immigrants that do.
I like to pop in real quick about this mass deportation.
Sure, go ahead, Hunter.
I have, I do support Trump, but I don't agree with everything he does. When it comes to mass deportation, I don't think that was the right way to go about it. I just think when it comes to deportation of undocumented immigrants, I think it should only be the people that don't contribute to the society of America. But that's just my point. And you might come rebuttal with, you think that everybody does. I just don't think that like criminals that actually do things like rapists. Sorry, wrong word. Sorry, rapists. Sorry, my apologies.
You're good.
Sexual abusers, anything like in that kind of sort of high extreme. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
I don't want to name everything.
You and I agree on everything that you just said, right? I definitely agree. If you're in the country and you're actually committing crimes, you should be deported. Yes. And that's actually what happens right now. If someone is an immigrant, undocumented immigrant, and they get caught committing crimes, they're deported. That already happens. And even more so, like, let's be honest and let's be transparent, right? So we know for a fact that deportation is a thing, right? Everyone likes to bring up Barack Obama being the deporter in chief. Yes, Barack Obama deported a lot of people, but it is a systematic way to actually do it, the right way to do things, right? To actually go through and give people due process. Donald Trump and the Trump administration are infringing on undocumented immigrants' rights. Yes, undocumented immigrants have rights under the Constitution. The 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendment actually protect undocumented immigrants. They're infringing on people's rights. They're doing it in such a sloppy way, in such a disorganized way. Thank you for the crown. That it's causing American taxpayers so much money. It's actually affecting everyday Americans because there's people who are getting actually targeted. Like there's an actual immigrant who was sent, who was a quote unquote document or illegal, but a documented immigrant that was sent to Guantanamo Bay that should not have been there. And then you even have like veterans getting caught up in ICE raids. So the way that they're going about this has been sloppy and harmful at best. That's what I have a problem with.
Yeah, and I understand. I just think when it let me try to get the right way to phrase this. I don't want to I think like when it comes to, there's been so many lately, I think in the past, we're not even going to say under Trump himself or I think just in the past 12 plus years, there's been a lot of people, and rightfully so. You know, we live in a country where, you know, you have this idea that people still think there's an idea of an American dream. So we clearly get a lot of people that come into this country that want to, you know, provide for their families that they couldn't do over whatever country they were at. So I think there's a lot of people here now. So I think that's a really main reason why it's not as sort of organized, I think, as it should be. And I don't think we should be really, because I don't, when it comes to the Biden administration, the Obama administration, any administration, I think it's not going to be as organized as we'd like it to be. And I think, and I agree with you in some sense that, you know, it is unorganized. And I think there is a right way and there's a wrong way to go about it. But like I said, I think we've been agreeing a little bit here and there. And I appreciate you, you know, having a nice discourse, you know, conversation. I really appreciate it. Usually you don't get that a lot with a lot of TikTok lives if they disagree with your, you know, your voting, who you voted for and this and that.
Yeah, no, listen, I mean, like the thing is, right, is I'm someone, you know, I'm the wrong person to talk about the border, period, right? Because somebody's saying you're lying. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was kind of going in and out because I missed a little bit of it. But the question, I mean, the thing is, I might be the wrong person to talk about the border because I believe that all borders should be open, right? I don't care about these.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't really care about these actual, you know, actual lines drawn on the map because we are all people here that we're standing on Turtle Island. And unless indigenous people actually decide that they want to split up the country and actually guide how things are or whatever, then, you know, like, yeah, but cool. I mean, I think that if anyone is willing to actually put their life on the line to travel here for a better life, we should welcome them with open arms. And for those people that are here, like that are actually benefiting the country, we should give them a pathway to citizenship. But like the problem that I have is when Donald Trump says things like, oh, I want mass deportation, but then turns around and say, oh, I want to sell gold cards for $5 million.
Yeah.
Like, you're just saying that it's pay to play. If you're rich enough, you can come. If you're not rich, we don't care about you. And again, that's why I've always said Donald Trump is classist. He doesn't care about poor people. He doesn't care about people that can't actually benefit him in a high level. He cares about people that can pay that. He doesn't care about the everyday immigrant. If it could be someone that illegally crossed the border and they were kicked out and they could buy a $5 million gold card and Donald Trump would welcome them back in. Same thing. He doesn't care.
I have a question of like that kind of relates to that $5 million thing. If you think that, like, let's just say like he lowered the price just for the sake of this argument, right? Do you like just say like let's say $1,000, right? I know it's not even easy nowadays to get $1,000 saved in the account for a lot of people, but let's just say that was a choice, you know, $1,000 and I'll get you in. Would you agree with that in a sense?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would, because I mean, again, it's about making the quote unquote America dream more affordable, more attainable. Sure. And if you can actually, you know, be able to get into the country at a faster pace while also being vetted, yeah, sure, whatever. But like putting it as $5 million, that's unattainable for the everyday person that's trying to make it into the country to actually, you know, make a life for themselves.
And I would like to make a point as well. Like I said, I did vote for Donald Trump, and I think a lot of people need to understand as well is like, no matter who the candidate's going to be, I don't think, you know, there's not a lot of people that would agree with everything that a candidate's going to do. I think it's just simply impossible. If you do, then obviously you have your thoughts and everything with the right candidate. And I think I applaud you if you have, you know, everything aligned with that candidate. But I just think it's impossible to really align yourself with every single point that they can do or that they you know, they use. And I just think when someone tells you like, hey, you voted for Trump, and then you get berated in the comments, or you get berated in person.
But do you understand why they're doing it though?
In a sense, yes. But I think that's the whole point of the American, you know, being an American. You get to vote for whoever you choose.
I hear you. And like, listen, I am not above saying that in the past there have been some Republicans that might have been worth voting for, and it could have been just like a simple disagreement as far as policy or anything like that. But Donald Trump and the Trump administration, they were. I don't blame Donald Trump. For anyone listening to me, anyone watching, if this is your first time ever coming across me, first and foremost, hit the follow button. Right, follow me on all the social medias. Right, Blue Sky, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Follow me all around. But I've said this over and over and over. I don't blame Donald Trump, because Donald Trump and his administration were open about everything. Yeah, they lied about saying they had nothing to do with Project 2025, but all the other stuff that they said that they were going to, all the horrible things that they're doing right now, they told us that they were going to do all of these horrible things, and people still voted for him. Like that's the problem that I have. And so now Donald Trump is doing things that are actively harming people, including mass firings, including rolling back environmental regulations, including removing social safety nets for people. Like all of these things that he said that he was going to do, he's doing it, and it's hurting people. And the problem that most people have with other Trump supporters is that these same Trump supporters voted for all of this, knowing this, but then they turn around when they're the ones getting fired, when they're the ones losing their SNAP benefits, when they're the ones actually being affected. And now they're saying, well, I can't believe this is happening. Yeah, he said that he was going to do this. You just thought that it wasn't going to happen because you voted for him. You thought that you were going to be special because you voted for him, and you're not. None of us are
100%.
special.
And I can't speak for the people that's voted for Trump and that's happened to them. I live in a city in Florida, down in the South Florida, where I'm literally like I could walk to the city. This is a city that is known for having a lot of Hispanic. It's just pure Hispanic city, and they are known to have what's the right term again? I don't want to say the wrong term.
Undocumented immigrants.
Yeah, undocumented, and it's a real thing, and it's like I've told you earlier in this conversation, as long as they provide and as long as they do, they just do what they need to do, and keep out of harm's way, keep from the law as much as they can, and that's just my thing, and that's really what my main concern was when it came to, voting for Trump, because I felt like Trump had a better policy in my mind when it came to the idea of getting rid of people that do these kind of outrageous things. And it's not like not a misdemeanor. I don't care about the marijuana charges.
I gotta kick you, friend. You can't say the name of Ruggs on live. You can't do that. Can't do that. M drug, guys. M drug. You cannot say the name of Ruggs on live. W's in the chat for Jesse. Jesse sent a $3 donation saying the majority of MAGA lacks morals. This is true. This is definitely true. W's in the chat also for, I think this is a different Jesse, or maybe the same Jesse, but Jesse sent a $5 donation saying Hunter John 117, aka Master Chief, would not rock with MAGA. Actually, MAGA reminds me of a covenant. Yeah, like it's insane. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get this thing up to 500,000 likes. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 500,000 likes. Also, guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in Linktree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. Also, guys, over on YouTube, we do have super chats. You can actually donate through super chat, and we have memberships. You can become a member on YouTube. You get access to Discord. You get access to like a bunch of really cool benefits on YouTube, including priority messaging, and massive W's in the chat for Randall, who is our first member over on YouTube. Massive W's in the chat for Randall over on YouTube. Raul, did you have any time to think about like a better answer to the question?
Which question? Sorry.
What is Donald Trump doing to benefit everyday Americans?
I stand by it.
But it's not true.
I also don't understand the difference between undocumented immigrants versus illegal immigrants.
Yeah, sure. I'll give it to you really simple. Calling someone illegal is very dehumanizing, and at the very least, people are people and they deserve human decency. So I don't care what you prefer to say in your everyday life or anything like that. If you're going to be up here on my platform talking to me, I'm just going to ask you to respect my boundary and understand that the reason why I'm saying it's undocumented is because that's a boundary of mine. I believe that people should be humanized, and if you can't do it, then you can leave. That's it. Pretty simple.
I appreciate that you have been keeping this super respectful for everybody. But the reason why the term illegal is being used is because most of these immigrants, they jump over the warped wires, which is illegal to do.
No. The reason why people are using the term illegal is the same reason why Donald Trump is calling them varmin, is the same reason why they're saying they're poisoning the blood of America. He's trying to dehumanize them. So when they do bad things to them, then they actually, no one says, oh, this is, someone that, this is not a person. Oh, it's an illegal. Right? It's terminology that they're using to justify the horrible stuff that they're trying to do to these people, like throwing them in Guantanamo Bay and actually stripping away their rights, which again, they have rights under the 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendment in the Constitution. That's the point.
But name one country which allows people to get into their.
Hey, do you live in any other country, or do you live in the United States of America?
I live in the U.S.
Okay, so that's what we're talking about. I don't care about
No,
other countries.
no,
We're
but-
talking about the
but-
United States of America.
Give me one example of a different country where they allow people from other nations to just walk in.
There's
and-
multiple countries all around the world that don't have borders where you can just walk in. Yes, there's multiple countries. Specifically, there's countries in
Without-
Europe.
No,
There's
I'm not
countries in
talking about-
Europe.
I'm not talking about Europe. Europe is a different thing. It's
You said
have-
one country. You
have
just said
memorandum-
name one country, and then I tell you that there's multiple countries in Europe, and you say you're not talking about Europe because it's a different thing. What
No.
are you talking about?
Would you have someone moving from Africa into Europe? They wouldn't allow it.
What?
Or from Mexico.
Bro, like literally, I just explained to you there's multiple
That's
countries.
a different example. They have a memorandum. The European nation, the European Union, they have a memorandum. That's a different thing.
Guys, W's in the chat for Jesse. Jesse sent a $3 donation saying it's the same Jesse. A covenant is the main villain in Halo video game. Oh, in the video game franchise. Hunter had the main character of the franchise as his avatar. Oh, okay, that went above my head. Went way above my head. W's in the chat for you though. W's in the chat for you. I appreciate you so much for that donation. And let me send my friend a request. I don't know if you're able to come up. But if you are, please feel free to come up. I sent you a request. Let's see if my friend is able to come up. If they are, then we'll do this. But like, okay, so just to keep it simple. Oh, there we go. It's spinning. Give it a second. W's in the chat for Rollo. Sorry. How's it going, my friend?
Up? Hey, pretty good, kind of. For what it's worth.
Have you been listening?
I have.
Would you like to talk to this guy?
Yeah. I mean, check this out. The other day, I got this dude to admit that people who cross the border illegally were subhuman in his mind.
Wait, so you've already dog walked him?
Not this guy, but
Oh,
another
okay.
guy.
Oh, okay,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
I'm not
I mean,
saying they're
that's
subhuman.
Hold on one second, bro.
No, hold on,
That
I'm
was
not-
that was my mistake. I thought he was talking about you. He was talking about another guy. He just clarified it.
Not you, Raul. So what I'm saying is that in the MAGA world, when they call us illegals versus like legals, it's basically a euphemism for subhuman. And if you can dehumanize someone, then you can do whatever you want to them.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, and that's what's going on right now.
Hey, you know what they're using for the N word now, right?
What's that?
DEI. That's what they're doing. Whenever they want to call us the N word, they just use the word DEI.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and this guy admitted, not Raul, but this other guy in the live, he admitted, and I got him to like verbalize it, right? That he thought that people who crossed in between ports of entry were subhuman, and therefore they deserve everything that they got. And I'm thinking he just thinks that of every immigrant, right? Because that's pretty much what they do.
They don't care about the ones who come from the white countries.
Yeah, and here's the thing, like it legal or illegal, it doesn't matter to them because
Why does
all
it
they
not
want,
matter?
all they want
matters
is to
for
get as
every other
many
country.
brown people out.
Hey,
of the
Rollo, do
country
you
as
hear
possible.
Rollo speaking?
Sorry,
I'm
go
sorry,
ahead.
Rollo. Go ahead.
That's okay. No, so what I'm saying is that for this administration, legal or undocumented or illegal immigration, it doesn't matter, because they want to get as many brown people as fast as possible out of this country as they can. And we can see that because of the policies that they're passing and how they're moving the goalpost of what it means to be undocumented or illegal or criminal, right? Because they changed the definitions of criminals to everyone who is not here legally. And that's just not true, right? So that's exactly what's going on. And we can see that reflected on all of the executive orders, all of the new stupid laws that they're trying to pass, and everything that targets brown people, right? More than like any other type of immigrant, because how the implementation of the laws are done, the only way that you can have a reasonable suspicion that someone is here undocumented is by the color of your skin or other things that are, it's basically racial profile. That's it. That's all that's happening right now.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. It's super simple. It's super simple. Bro, you want to say anything? Because like,
well, it's
actually, hold on. Let me do this real quick. I'm sorry. Apologize, guys. There is 1.4 thousand of us in here, and I pull Rollo up here on a whim, and he's up here for me. So I would love if every single person in this chat could take care of my friend while he's up on the panel. Let us gift and appreciate him. Please, please, please. Let's blow up his gifts. Let's make sure that we actually show him some love and actually do all the wonderful things to take care of him while he's on the panel. I want to see his gifts going up, 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 up. Let's do all. Listen, he is up here laboring on our behalf. I pulled him up. He wasn't even involved with this. He was sitting back. It's just like if I grab one of you and say, hey, come up here and do this work for me. He is up here working for free. Let's show him appreciation. Let's do the wonderful things. Let's blow up his gifts.
Oh, dang. Thanks, everyone. Look at that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look at all that love. Thanks, everyone.
Rollo, do you have your pay links in your bio?
No, I don't.
Oh, God, you got to get on it.
Or maybe. I don't even know. I think I may. I have no idea. I haven't really worked on that.
But do you want to shout out like your Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, anything?
Yeah, I don't have one set up.
Okay.
Yeah, I should.
You should, especially if you're going to be coming to hang out with me, because it's a thing. Well,
Yeah,
he doesn't have it, guys. Can we show him some love? Can we keep, while he's up here, let's just keep blowing up his gifts. That's what I'm talking about. W's in the chat for J-Mo. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Yeah. That gave me another burst of energy.
Oh man, thanks. Man. Look at all you guys, man. I feel the love. I feel the love.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Sorry. Hey, Kay.
Hey, everybody. Just very quickly,
Appreciate
because
y'all.
I don't want to have to start, just ejecting the amount of people who are in this chat right now who keep calling for Raul to be deported or
why do you guys keep doing
deportation. I do not care if you are friendly. Stop making deportation jokes. It's not funny. People are being affected. And if I see one more person do it, you're gone. I don't care if you're a subscriber, a friendly, a team member, or not. We're not doing it. We're not going to question anymore. He was asked where he was at. He answered the question. That's it. I've added a bunch of you and told you to knock it off, and you keep making jokes. Rolo, thank you so much for your labor and your time, and every time that you join us. Again, I'm going to say Rolo so that Santana will stop calling you Rollo.
I always think about the Cleveland Browns show. I'm sorry. You know Rollo from the Cleveland Browns show?
It's a delicious
No,
snack.
I don't think I watched it.
Think that.
Think of chocolate caramel, Rolo.
There you go. All right. You have
Blame
a
it
good
on my
night.
head, not my heart,
Appreciate you. No, it is interesting though what Raul is saying.
Well,
by supporting this administration, we are definitely going against our own interests.
Yeah.
Especially, people who are immigrants like us, or that look like immigrants, right? But I don't know. What were you gonna say, Raul?
My only stance on this one is that the administration should create more ways for legal immigration versus undocumented immigration, the way you say it, because undocumented immigration, it creates a lot more problems and also suppresses wages for people, versus if it's legal immigration, you get paid a fair wage and you also get the benefits that you deserve.
Yeah, I'm not going to push back on that because I agree with you. You know what the problem is, Rahul, is that we are still under the law that was passed in 1952. It's called the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1952. So that is the problem. The problem is that this law was made at the height of racism. This was pre-civil rights movement, xenophobia, and American interventionism. So the way that is written, it is designed to keep as many people out and providing very little ways of coming into the country lawfully, right? So when you can't have like work visas enough to cover like the market that we need, if you can't have enough family-based visas, humanitarian visas, there is no way to come here, apply for something, pay a fee, apply for some kind of application, and then come into the U.S. legally. There is no way to do that that is streamlined, right? So that creates an overtaxation on our asylum process. So then when people either want to come over legally or have a situation where it's an emergency that they have to flee their country, the only way to do it is through the asylum process. And the asylum process is overtaxed, is backed up for many years, and is problematic because most people get denied. And then we have an administration like Trump coming in where he fires like, I think it was like 24, 26 or something like that, immigration judges, making this even more lethargic than it already is. And then you have all of the Republicans where Democrats have consistently tried to pass comprehensive immigration reform to do exactly what you're trying to do, Rahul, which means, make legal ways of coming into the US more open.
Well,
they always oppose it. They always block it. And not one Republican has ever signed on and said, hey, let's fix this problem.
No,
Right.
Hold on one second. Before you go, Raul, I just got to get these off. Guys, again, I'm gonna challenge you guys. This is the thing. I want to throw a challenge out real quick. So Rolo is up here, and he's laboring for us, and he's at 57.9K. Right? I'm gonna challenge the chat. Here's my challenge to you. I don't think you can do it, and I'm calling you out specifically. Yeah, you, the person that's looking at me right now, the person that's listening right now. I'm challenging you. I challenge you to get him to 10K before he finishes on the panel. I bet you can't do it.
I'll be insane.
I put money. I bet you can't do it. I am challenging each and every. What did I say? 5.7K. Yeah, whatever. I bet you won't get him to 10K instead of correcting me in the chat. We know I mess up. Don't act like you're not new here. You know I be messing up. Anyway, I bet you can't do it. I bet you can't do it. I bet you I put money on it that y'all can't get him up to 10K before he finishes. I bet. Also, guys, massive W's in the chat for Chelsea, who sent a $20 donation saying, keep fighting the good fight. Love your show. Thank you so much, Chelsea, for that $20 donation. W's in the chat for D-Spec, who sent a $1 donation saying, where is he from? Did they let him let you in or your parents in? That's a good question. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Sheena. Sheena sent a $50 donation saying, keep up the good work. You are absolutely far too kind. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you. Listen, guys. Okay. Chat. You guys are doing something. You're doing something. You're still not going to get to 10K. You're still not going to do it. Yeah, he's at 7.16 now, but I bet you're not going to get him to 10K. Whatever. Anyway, go ahead, Raul, because the chat's not going to be able to do it.
Oh, dang. But what do you think about that, Raul? That the party that you voted for doesn't care at all for immigration, and they just want to get us out of here. Thank you.
No, they do care about immigration, because do you remember when the administration was trying to increase the H-1B, trying trying to reform the H-1B work visa, the whole work visa thing. As soon as they took office, as soon as Trump took office, he wanted to reform the H-1B process, but the left was completely against it,
So what did they propose? Where is the proposal to reform the H-1Bs?
they were going to look into it, but they had to drop it because of
So
the
they were
huge
going to
backlash.
look into it as a
Yes.
possibility that it might maybe
No,
happen.
do you remember when it was a huge news and people were all going up
Yeah,
against
and
the-
Republicans were going crazy because now they wanted to bring in immigrants to do the Americans' jobs in the H-1B visas, right? Whoa,
Well,
thanks everyone. Look at this. I'm almost
so
at 9,000.
how is that different from illegal immigration or undocumented immigration?
I don't understand your question.
So the one thing that I don't understand is that the left prefers undocumented immigration over legal immigration.
You probably don't understand it because it's not true, right? The left has consistently tried to pass immigration reform,
No.
and the right has always blocked it. It happened under Obama. It happened under Biden. It happened under Biden
did
on
the
day
opposite.
one. On
Biden
day
did the
one,
opposite. Do you
hold on.
No,
Biden on
he-
day one, he passed the American Immigration Act of 2021. That's what they were proposing. Oh dang! Hey Santana, I think they're gonna.
They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. They're slowing down. They're not gonna make it to 10K. They're not gonna make it to 10K. Whatever. They're not gonna do it.
So they tried on day one, and Republicans never wanted to sign on. Even a bill as horrible as the Langford bill. Oh dang! I don't know. They proved you wrong, man. Look at that. Thanks everyone.
W's in the chat for the chat. You all are freaking amazing. Yes, okay. Yes, you guys get the gloat. This is the first time I've lost today. Okay. The chat, you guys win, I lose. W's in the chat for the chat. All right. Yes, you guys got it.
You guys are awesome. I love you guys. But here, the Republicans, the Democrats try to pass laws, and not one Republican signs on. Right? That's the problem. So the H-1B visa, they just talked about it, but why didn't they propose a law? Why aren't they pushing for it? Why are they
Because
trying
there
to
was a huge
fix the
backlash.
immigration process so that we can provide legal ways of coming into the country that are more streamlined, and
There
we
was
don't
a
have to
huge
tax the asylum process?
Well, there was a huge backlash about it. That's why they had to drop it.
But the backlash came from the Republicans because they were
Both the
upset
Republicans
that
and
Elon
the left.
said that they wanted to bring immigrants to do the Americans' jobs. And the H-1B visas, dude, are like people who are like educated, that come in and they have like work, and they're going to compete not with like farm workers or unskilled labor, but with the
I came
skilled
here
labor.
on H-1B. Yeah, I understand that.
Well, okay. So they don't want people like you coming in and taking American jobs. That's where the backlash came.
Raul, did you just say that you came in on an H-1B visa?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's what I said. So they don't want people like you coming and taking American jobs. That's
I'm
where the
not saying-
backlash came. It wasn't from the Democrats. It was from the Republicans themselves. And they were mad at Elon for pushing these visas because he said that Americans were too uneducated, ill-prepared to take on the types of jobs that he needs in his tech companies. I mean, that's exactly what happened. Am I wrong, Santana?
No, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on him actually saying that he came in on an H-1B visa and now he doesn't want other immigrants coming in. Like what the hell? Come on, Raul.
I did not say that. I said
You didn't say you're right. You didn't specifically say that, but you are saying that.
I stand for legal immigration. I do not stand for illegal immigration.
What does that mean, though? Let me ask you. If I'm a poor Guatemalan and then I come into the United States, they won't let me in because there's no application for me to fill out, right? Because I'm not educated like you and I don't qualify for an H-1B visa. But I'm a good person and I want to come work here because I want a better life. There is no application that I can fill out. But I'm also now being threatened.
What's the basis?
Now I'm being threatened by, people in my country and then they're gonna do something bad to me. So I flee my country and I enter the country. I cross in between ports of entry and then I turn myself in to immigration to seek asylum. Did I do something bad or wrong?
Well, there are valid cases for people seeking asylum, but
And who decides those cases?
But at the current, like in the current scenario, a lot of the people, the majority of the people, still abuse the system. They are not really well. A lot of people from, especially from Asian countries, if you look
Quantify.
at them,
When you say a lot of people, can you quantify how many people abuse the system, in your opinion?
I cannot really quantify it, but everybody.
Okay, so it's just a feeling that you have. Then.
No, it's not a feeling. Everybody I've met who.
Well, if you can't quantify it, come on, you're an educated person. If you can't quantify something, then it's just your feeling. It's just
it's a feeling in its tum tum.
Yeah. So when you say people come here and like abuse the system, and you can't quantify it, then you're just like being prejudiced about something that you don't really know. But if you understood that when people cross over and then turn themselves over to immigration, first they have to pass a credible fear interview. And if you can't claim asylum based on race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion, then you are returned. You are returned to your country right away. In fact, 40% of people that show up at the border are immediately returned because they say they come here to work or to have a better life. And those are not grounds for asylum. So 40% are immediately returned. And from the ones that are let in, because the system is so bad and the laws are so horrible, about 94 to 97% of people are going to be denied asylum. But not because their claims are invalid, but because the system is so bad that most people get denied, even if they have valid, credible, and provable asylum claims.
I have seen multiple YouTube channels where people document their.
Did you say YouTube channels?
YouTube channels, yes. I have seen multiple.
You understand that I have a YouTube channel and I could post whatever I want on my YouTube channel, right?
Let me complete.
No,
I've seen multiple YouTube channels where people document their way of illegally crossing into the US border and living their life in the US.
Okay,
cool. So I grant you that people come here illegally, but does that mean that they can't claim asylum under current immigration law?
They can claim asylum if they have a valid reason, but most of the people.
Who decides who has a valid? We're going in circles here.
We are.
Who decides who has a valid system? Yeah, I don't know. Immigration judges decide it, and then they have the right to present evidence before an immigration judge to see if the claim is valid and stuff.
Yeah.
So if they wanted legal immigration, then Trump wouldn't have got rid of CBP 1 that allowed people to make appointments at the border. Yeah, to claim asylum. He got rid of that.
I'm not against legal immigration.
You keep saying that, but Donald Trump and the Trump administration is definitely against legal immigration. That's what we've been saying this whole time. You're not hearing it.
He's not against legal immigration.
He absolutely is. He got rid of the CBP 1 app that actually that it was the process. He left thousands of people waiting at the border. There were refugees that were turned around. Literally, they're trying to actually mass deport birthright citizens. Yes, he's against all of it. Listen, Raul, I think the point that you're missing is once they take care of those people, they're coming for you. Like the simple fact of the matter is you're talking about you came in on an H-1B visa, but then they're saying now we don't even want people on the H-1B visa. Raul, what a...
Hey, Raul,
No.
Trump wants to
you don't have to say, but you came in and... Oh, man.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do this anymore.
Yeah, no, dude.
Holy smokes.
Cow. Holy cow. This is what I'm saying, right? He thinks that he's special because he came in on an H-1B visa, so he had to have some kind of education, and I grant him that, Most people don't qualify for that because it's very limited who can come here on those visas. They're really hard to get. So kudos to him. But for him to say that then everyone needs to come here legally, it just doesn't work that way because the system is not set up for that. If it was, then, okay, cool.
Listen, I appreciate you coming up. I don't know what you're doing. I'm sorry to pull you up just randomly, but I really needed your help because it was two of them back to back, and I just couldn't keep doing it with them.
Yeah, no, I've been listening, man. I've been listening. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. I run into this the whole time, Santana. People that come in here and like their parents or grandparents came in here like illegally, like completely illegally, right? They were born here because they just happened to have been conceived here, and now they're like super MAGA, and you're like, dude, your dad came in here illegally. You know, Trump wants to get rid of your birthright citizenship,
right?
You know, because he doesn't think you deserve to have that right.
And that's what I've been saying. Like, that's literally the point. Like, it's you're not special. Like you're just not yet. You're not next yet. Like, you're not special. You're next. That's what it boils down to. Anyway, I appreciate you.
But dude, thank you so much for having. Dude, look at this. Almost 11,000, dude.
Listen, okay. First of all, don't you actually rub that in my face. I don't like. Okay, whatever. Yeah, they did 10.7, but they didn't do 11. So they did something, but they didn't do enough. So whatever. We're not gonna celebrate. Exactly right. Okay, anybody can actually, score a touchdown, but not everybody can score a touchdown and then actually have an amazing celebration. So yeah, they got over 10. Cool beans, but that's just okay. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Vicky. Vicky sent a $10 donation saying we come through for you like we did for Jessica. Absolutely, Vicky. Absolutely. Yes, Kay, I did move the goalpost. I absolutely did. No, what is so? I mean, you barely, Hawk. You guys barely passed it. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? You guys barely passed it. Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, dang, come on.
Chat, you guys are so petty. Why is my chat so petty? Why is my chat so petty?
That's awesome.
They're so petty. They're so petty. All right. Whatever, Hawk.
All right, they went the extra mile.
All right. I appreciate you, my brother. You have a good evening.
Thank you so much, man.
All right.
I'll talk to you later. Thanks, chat. Love you guys.
You guys are all so petty. Like, why? Why? You guys are petty. I love you so much, but you all are petty. For some reason, you guys like dunking on me. Why? Why would you want to dunk on me? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, guys, W's in the chat for Darice. I'm messing up your name. I'm so sorry. W's in the chat for Darisa, who sent a $10 donation saying, if Rollo gives you a way to send, oh, okay, yeah, she sent a $10 donation for Rollo. I'm gonna reach out to him and see if we can get this $10 to him. Thank you so much for that. I will make sure that I actually get that $10 over to him. Guys, guess what, chat? Guess what, chat? Anybody want to guess what time it is? Anybody in the chat know what time it is? Does anyone in the chat know what time it is? Anyone in the chat know what time it is? No, not outro. Hey, there we go, Heather. Heather said it. Hawk said it. Yeah, guys, it's t-shirt time. It's t-shirt. It is t-shirt time. Let's do this. Hold on one second. Let's do this real quick. Let's do this. Let's see. We don't have anybody. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Guys, it is t-shirt time. It is t-shirt time. It is t-shirt time. It is t-shirt time. We're gonna hit this outro. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna call it a night. Yeah, let's do it.
Twice emotional stability, a sound body and tranquility. I deserve it.
Listen, you guys were so amazing today. You are lying. John Cena did not turn heel. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, you better be. Hold on 1 second. You are lying. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Hold on. You are lying.
No, I swear.
I can barely hear you. Wait, say it again.
No, I swear. He turned heel today.
John Cena.
Yeah.
You are ain't no fucking way.
On my mama.
Holy smokes. Low blow Cody?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go watch the chamber. Oh my god, that is unbelievable.
It's out. Gotta go watch.
All right, you want to do the outro with me?
Sure, what's your outro?
All right, I got you.
Twice emotional stability, a sound body and tranquility. I deserve
Guys, that just like completely threw me off my game.
stock investments, more entities.
Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you for every single thing. Thank you for all the likes, the taps, the shares, all the loves, all the gifts. Thank you for every single thing. Thank you for being here. We will be back tomorrow.
On the island, watch it cast away. I deserve.
I love you all, and as always, peace. You gotta say peace. Don't just leave. Damn it.